I
Well,
was in the
I'm in
Fearless
the
Wolf,
wolf.
and I just prepared to leave.
Rez and I are
And
chilling out in
left.
the monastery.
I also already left to go to
Yeah,
one
I was
shot.
contemplating death in the void in the wolf.
Ren was in the wolf reading his book of dreams.
Alright.
Brunt will probably be in his room in the wolf. Well, he'll come down.
I'm gonna change my display name.
Oh, don't worry about it. You need to narrate everything you do. So, who's putting all this together?
Is it one
I'll
of the?
pay.
Is it
I'll
one-
pay.
What are we exactly doing? Because I've been busy.
We're going to
We're going to the island where the cave entrance was too small, and Kitty's a halfling, so she might be able to get in.
And who's our healer?
We could just blow up a passage.
I'm scared.
Nobody has the explosives.
So, who is? I'm gonna tell you right now. One of you is gonna be the party leader. There's 8 of you.
You know what?
Not me.
Probably
I'll do it.
Rise because he's been there.
Why not? I'll do it. I'm Roland's apprentice. I will become the Batman.
Okay, Raz.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
No.
What? Right?
Let's
Yeah,
let
you know.
this happen. So, Raz, how do you find everyone that's going today?
Well, I've already been speaking with Key3, so I've already got her here. And of course, I
you're
live
at
at the wolf.
monastery.
Yep.
So you
So
leave
head
the
back to the wolf.
monastery and you head back to the wolf. Okay.
Yep. Discuss a couple of things there.
Okay. Who do you pick up? How do you pick up? Because have you talked to everyone? Just trying to work through it so we have a legitimate reason for everyone to be there. Slade, you're muted if you're talking.
He is muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
I will be right back, Seth. But Clay is Fearless Wolf.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Yaha,
Yes. Great voice in the sky.
you've
Sorry about that. What the hell happened
he's
there?
back. You muted yourself.
No, my mic's crapped out. Then I switched to a different one.
So, how do you? I mean, you walk into the wolf with Kithri.
Yep.
What do you do?
Okay, so I've got what is the actual adventure? Because I'm guessing I'm going to need that before I run everyone around with me.
This is kind of what you guys decided to do.
Yep.
Was going after the Zulon lead.
Alright, so I'm basically
Whatever
going to
you
head in.
know in character is what you know. Like actually been told in character.
Yep. Now, Tree, what is your character that you're bringing? Is she bringing a character?
Yeah, I'm bringing a photo.
Right, she went to the last one shot where they found Julian. Oh, the last Julian quest, wasn't it? Alright. I guess I'd go and talk with Karuk then, and see what he would know about it.
So what exactly are you asking for?
So,
RP.
Karuk, you happen to know who last went on the mission to help Julian?
Would assume there was Ethan, Sefri, Raph, Radwin. I'm trying to think of everyone in my head. Inogo,
Tenon.
Tenon. That it? Oh, and Antolin.
So just out of character. None of those characters are joining this one shot, are they?
Nope.
Well, fantastic. Alright,
And
well we better
Rise has
give...
not spoken to any of them today.
I spoke to
Rachel
one of
just-
them.
Who did you speak
Who
to?
did I speak to? I spoke to someone this morning. Was it Yaha?
Yaha wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Well, someone gave me the information regards. I have to go back and check. And the wolf.
What?
Someone gave me information regards to they found an entranceway, and there was a small entranceway.
I think Mary had mentioned it,
Yes.
but I don't know where Mary ended up getting the information.
Okay, so we can go on that. I'll say that Rise has learned that from Mary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's some of the information. So
Okay.
you know that was apparently in character. It was apparently where they got stuck.
Okay.
So you're a bar. I mean, the Fearless Wolf. It's it's dinner time in the Fearless Wolf. So the bar's packed. There's a number of capable individuals that stand out of you. There's Grunt, there's Ren, there's Yaha, there's Wells, there's Aquata, and Kithri is with you, as well as there's Clay. Josh is currently
Okay.
stepped away.
I'm going to ask Karuk, do you mind if I just give an announcement?
By all means.
So he's going to stand on one of the tables and he's going to cast dancing lights. So he lights up where he is.
Yeah, I just kind of follows it.
Everyone, I am in need of aid from you good people.
The Montergy to help to boost his voice.
Can you please stop using that little light thing? So distracting.
Join me and you shall be rewarded with glory and whatever treasures we find.
Do I get Zulon back?
Play I'll come along.
Grunt looks at him and goes, I want a 35% cut of any treasure.
Wells turns his head. He's like, play I'll just come over for the hell of it.
Grunt gives him a look like, I'm not putting my life in danger for anyone else unless I get 35%.
You can have my share.
Can I take 40%?
Ren looks up at
No.
Rise and sort of nods because Rise already knows that Ren's more than willing to help out his friends.
Who is this guy again?
Which one?
The one who said 35%.
Grunt, you would have seen him. He was the one trying to hire an adventuring party.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take along
I
just
thought you
to
were looking
help.
for salt.
Sits there, crosses his arms and stares at Rise.
You can have my share. What is your name, sir?
Grunt.
Rise is just going to jump off the table and walk over to him. Okay. You can have my share. And how many of that makes us? Hands up those who have joined.
Yeah.
Wells raises his
You
hand.
have all but in the chat, but Aquata, because I haven't heard her speak, and technically Clay.
Yeah, I've been muted. I failed.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a possible 7. Now I'm trying to do math here. How many? Yeah, 35%. It's either 2 or 3 people share. I'll make up the difference out of my own pocket for a 35%. So that's right. Very well then, Grunt. You shall have that 35% share.
Shake on it.
He holds his hand out.
Grunt shakes it and takes his hand and he goes, you go back on this, and I survive. You will live to regret it.
I don't plan on going back on my word. I'm here for a friend. Wealth at this point isn't what I'm after.
So,
I'm
lack of a better term, Beth. Here's Josh.
Oh,
Joshua.
before they leave,
Hold on. Let me try and get everyone together. Josh, at this point, what you missed, Rise stood up on the desk, at the table, and told about wealth, everything else. They're going to try and save Zulon. He's apparently giving Grunt 35% of the treasure. There's a number of people going. Does Clay speak up? He's in the wolf, he already know.
Why is Grunt getting 35% of the treasure?
Why is he even here?
Why is Epi making rolls?
Hey, just one question, Epi. Have I adventured with Grunt before?
No,
Who was your other character I adventured with? He was the Queen's Guard guy.
Raph.
Right, okay. I'm just getting my characters.
He's unicorn.
Okay.
the guy said he'd give us rewards and stuff, and Grunt was like, I'll go if you give me 35%. He agreed to it, so...
Clay just looks at the guy and is like, I'll take 35.
I can't offer any more of my gold. You have to negotiate that with the rest of the party.
That's 80% of the gold to 2 people.
Too angry to...
No.
70.
See, I'm
This
paying.
seems like a showdown.
I'm paying Grunt out of my own pocket.
Okay.
Ren
So
points towards
Grunt's
Clay.
going to get his, and I'm going to give Grunt mine, and then I'm going to pay the difference afterwards.
Ren points towards Clay and points out the fact that Ren happens to know firsthand that Clay seems to be a capable person.
Clay's never seen Grunt before. I don't know who Grunt is. Who's Grunt? What does he look like?
Grunt is a albino half-orc with one eye, and the one eye he has is golden. He's horribly scarred, looks like a tug, and he has 2 battle axes on his back, and in chainmail.
Clay just... So, what exactly is this deal? We're going to go save someone. How?
Well, according to Mr. Riser, there were an entrance that they could not get into because it were too small. But the thing is, I did not think it'd be too small for me. I could get in and let you in if there's the way to do that.
And if you get in, find that there's no way to let us in, you can't get back out again, and you get torn to pieces, are we supposed to care, or...?
That's
What
a
is
good
your name?
point. Perhaps you could,
Clay looks
I
at
don't know.
everyone in the room like, am I the only person who's going to voice the reason here?
So long as Zulon is okay, I don't care.
maybe we could blow a hole in it. Just kidding.
That actually might work.
If you
What
do
if
that,
this hole
it goes
is just
horribly.
a hole?
All I know is an adventuring party has already ventured so far to get to this point, and now I am assembling a team to go further.
Okay, so where's the original party?
Crickets.
Taking a break.
Well, let's
Okay,
get going.
so why are they not coming?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, something
because
else
they
to do.
decided that they needed a rest.
So we're not taking anybody who's already been there before. We're just going to a place where you found a hole that you are trying to crawl through.
Ren glances at
You
his
don't have
Raven
to.
familiar and then looks at Kitty and goes, smaller.
Clay just looks to Rise and says, you don't get to dictate where I go. So, now we've established that. What exactly were you planning to do when you arrived and have no idea where you are or what you're doing?
What I mostly do.
I know
have
we're
the-
searching for a specific artifact.
I know that sounds really dramatic in your head, Little Drow, but really when you improvise on the spot, most of the time, you get innocent people killed. Now, I don't like most of the people here, and I don't know the other half, but to be completely honest, if you go rushing in there with all bravado and no plan whatsoever, you're just going to get everybody gutted and killed. So I would suggest maybe you show me some sort of a plan, and you might actually get me on side, which will probably keep you from death's door.
It's a lot of talk for someone that I don't know or no reputation about.
I couldn't
But
give
you
a
make
shit
a
if you know
valid
my...
point.
Grunt, look.
Okay.
But he's
Listen,
the only
I don't
person
care if
giving
you guys are
anything.
doing authority.
One person talking at a time.
You also agreed when
One person. Peppers had
agreeing
started.
to give.
Listen, Peppers had started. Let Peppers talk. Yeah, go. Peppers?
Okay, Effie.
This guy, right here, he points to Clay, is the only person who spoke any sense. You also agreed to give me 35% of the reward without any negotiation, or asked me how capable I am. Still holding you to that, but I'm listening to this guy.
At this point, we're getting a mite bit desperate. The wolf moon's in just a few days. If we do not get the cure by then, Julian's life as she knows it is going to be forfeit.
Grunt scratches his head, and he looks at them, and he... So, instead of working with the people who have been working towards getting the cure, you're just running off going, they have an idea where the cure is, we're gonna go, and we're gonna go stomp all over the place.
Who said we were stomping?
Do you even know if you're allowed to go to this place? Have you asked them? Have they even... Have the people who have you talked to about this place?
Look, here's what's gonna happen. I need to assemble a team first before I head in. So, now that I have some interested people, some more interested than others, I will go and speak with the correct people. But I think it'd be wise for you all to join me, so that we're all on the same page.
I'm joining. Will says that with a mouthful of food.
Do not speak with your mouth full, laddie. You might choke.
Do I get inspiration bonus for actually having my mouth full of food while
No,
saying
you
that?
don't. You actually have disadvantage on your next roll.
Aw.
So what do you guys do? I mean, you guys are... in
We
the
need to go and
tavern.
see
I say
someone
we study
first.
some more. Have we actually studied the island? I don't
So,
know.
it makes sense for me to go and actually get someone who went there. So, I need to think. That's gonna meta game.
You had the list of people that had been there.
Yeah, I did.
For
I'm
your
just trying
Do
to
you
think.
know anyone with maps of the island?
Yeah, but, okay, do any of the players here that actually went on the first mission?
Yes.
And the only
Okay.
person that's online that went to this island is technically Epi's other character.
And where does that character reside? I asked Karuk this.
He lives in the barracks.
Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to go find this man in the barracks.
I come along. Actually, no, I wait.
Grunt looks at Clay and he's like, so, you've been here long?
Clay just shrugs. He's like, I have been here a while, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to relax a little, but then idiots come traipsing through on their way to die, and, well, the other half kind of gets a little bit irate if I just sit at home all the time.
Grunt laughs and, yeah, I get that.
So, you make your way up towards the barracks. You kind of outside. There's a couple guards posted. You know, normal, what you would expect when you come up to a barracks.
Good evening, gentlemen.
They both nod.
I'm looking for a person they call Raph. Is he in at all?
He is currently not, since I just actually looked to where he was. He left this morning. We have not seen him since this morning. He was not on duty, so we don't know where he is. And that's actually where he is.
I see.
He actually wasn't. I had to find out where he was. Sorry. And the guards wouldn't have known that he was going to the academy to research.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So he's not. Alright.
They just tell you that he's not in. They said, he wouldn't have to be back till curfew, which is, later tonight.
Well, we can either wait later on tonight or go on a goose chase looking for a man in an entire city.
Or we could go now.
No, the man made a point. It'd be stupid to go in there without a plan of knowing what we're going to face.
Hang on. Wells, you stayed at the Wolf, so you can't come.
I stayed to wait for you guys.
So you find out that he's not there. What is your next course of action, Slade? What's your next course of action, Slade?
I'd probably be going to look for somebody else that went on the adventure, but the problem is no other players here.
So, there's a number that reside in the Wolf. There's one that resides in the temples, and there's one that technically resides in a mansion.
Okay, we'll go to the temples.
Okay. You'd be going to look. You're not up. You go to. Give me who's Sephir's deity? I'm asking you this in character. Who's Sephir's deity?
Amateur.
Okay, so you head to the Temple of Amater. You ask. You come up to the door. You and there's a priest, kind of on the grounds, just doing general kind of caretaking, making sure that ice isn't building up, anything like that on the walkway. You get his attention, and yes.
Getting a drink.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to know if the lady, God bless herself, is in.
She left this morning. She not. She's very reliable to be here at night, but there's plenty of nights she goes out on adventures. She wasn't here last night. She's apparently stayed out at some island.
An island. Great. Nobody seems to be home.
She came back today, but then she just checked in and she was off out on it again. Because she is also not technically at her temple. Sorry. I could repeat her as her, but she's not there.
Okay. No, thank you. It's all right. I'll continue on my way.
Okay.
Imita, bless you, and peace out.
May you endure.
Clerics.
So where are you going next?
Man, there's a lot of searching.
It is. This might be the reason why I said get all your eggs in a row over the last hour. I gave you guys an hour to get ready. In the character, get all your information knocked down.
Alright, I'm gonna head back to the wolf.
Wells is staying there. Also, I think Radwin wants to say something.
That is not your call. You are not the DM. Do not overstep your bounds.
Okay.
That is warning number 2. Third, you're thrown out of the one-shot. So, where do you head next?
Okay, can I just get a reminder of the other people that is available?
Yeah, so you're basically down to either they reside in the Fearless Wolf or they're in Amakir.
Yeah.
Because you went to the two that to my knowledge, live outside already. The other two?
Yeah.
That's basically what you boiled down to now.
Okay, I'll go to the pier. Pier, rather.
You going to where? The Amakirs?
Yep. Don't know if my mic is backing up. Yes,
No, I
I'll
heard
get
you.
down there.
Okay. Is Madfish around generally?
She's in the list that she's on.
Yeah, she's online.
Question.
What is your question?
Was Rise just at Wolf? Just double checking.
No, he's not at the Wolf. He's going to the Amakir Mansion.
Okay.
I will see if I can get Madfish to potentially join us for a second. Let me see. I don't know if she's available or not. So, let's see. Is Madfish? You make your way up to the Amakir Mansion at least, and you walk up. Actually, do you know where the Amakir Mansion is? Actually, to be fair, I mean we're at that point.
Trying to think. Rise has never been there before, no.
So give me a persuasion check as you're trying to find your whereabouts.
A persuasion?
Yeah, you're trying to get information out of people. So it's persuasion. Yeah.
Where is she?
You get perfect directions to the Amakir Mansion. You are heading down there while Madfish is on her way to. Madfish is on her way to join us. So give us 1 second. Madfish. Hi.
Hello.
There is a knock on the Amakir door. On the door at the front door of the Amakir Mansion.
Okay. Hi.
Who answers it?
Sorry, it would probably be 10.
Alright, so Tenon answers the door. You see Rise, the drow before you.
Hi.
Oh, Tenon. Oh, sorry, who answered it again?
Madfish, a lot of background noise on you for a second.
Yeah, I know. 1 sec.
Just again, quickly see who was it that answered the door?
Tenon answered the door.
Okay, cool. Having an intermission. Waiting for the door to open.
So what's happening in the Wolf while we're waiting on Madfish to be all set? Oh, maybe.
There we go.
There we are. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for joining us for this.
Yes. Whoa. Sorry, Momo. Yeah. Sorry. It was 10 answer the door.
Sorry, you don't have Momo. This is Avradi. You said it's Avradi.
Arvide. Yes. Arvide.
It's Rise at the door.
Okay.
It's a drow.
Hello. Hi.
Tenon? You live here?
Yeah. Why are
It's a
you
nice
at my
place.
house?
Oh, sorry. I was told the other day you went in search for the, I'm guessing, book or artifact to help Julan. Is that correct?
Yeah. I got back a little while ago.
Oh, great. Listen, I'm basically taking lead on the next party that's going to be moving on from that point. I was wondering if I could borrow you for a quick moment just to get some information.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So he'll let you in. It's a pretty big house. Pretty nice.
Yes, it's a nice house.
over the he leads you into the living room, and there's actually a painting over the fireplace of him and Sindel. And he's like, well, we figured out kind of that this like blood stuff or whatever artifact was somehow tainted by the guy, whatever his name was, I keep forgetting, bad dude. He like tainted it somehow.
Lord
and
Racker.
So, yeah, that guy, Lord Racker. Thank you, mysterious voice in my head.
I'm your conscience, Tenon.
I
You
don't
never
have
listen to
those.
me. You never listen to me.
And he's like, so he tainted it somehow, because like everything I've learned about the about werewolves and stuff is like that it doesn't work like this, like how Zulan is not right. She shouldn't be like that, if it was done, like if nothing had been messed with, I guess she wouldn't be like that. So the reason like it's been so hard to cure her is because it's not like normal, I guess. And so we went to this place where they thought maybe there was this guy had sent it off in a teleportation circle or something, the object that he had, and he maybe sent it to this island. And so we went to the island to see if we could figure stuff out. And Sefri had some kind of vision or something of it, and she thought it was like underground or in a cave or something like that. And we did a little poking around, and really we found this one thing. We weren't really sure if it was a thing. There was some tunnels that went out of the cliff, but I don't know if the tunnel gets bigger in the middle, but the one tunnel that we did find was really, really small at one end, and really, really small, impossibly small, you couldn't fit in there. And maybe if you were a cat or something, you could get in there, but
A halfling?
impossibly small.
What about a halfling?
No, tiny. And so I don't know if that if it's just tiny at both ends and maybe it's big in the middle. I didn't find any other entrances, and everybody we talked to was there was no caves here. So we were kind of stuck. We were a little thrown by that, because all signs were pointing to the artifact being there on that island, but we couldn't seem to find anywhere that was anywhere near where it would be. And what else did we learn? What else did we?
Would it be safe to assume you hit a dead end at this island?
Kind of, but Sefri got some messages, visions or whatever from her god that said it was there. So usually you kind of go with those.
Tenon would know what she'd used because of his brother. She would have cast a divination.
Yeah, a divination. And those are usually pretty reliable, as far as I know.
If there's one thing I know about Sefri, she's definitely close with her god.
Yeah, you think? She's she's the favorite. It's great. She's amazing. I don't know, we met this crazy guy and he wouldn't let us touch his books, but I learned a couple of things, and there's a whole bunch of different relics of her scene. So I mean, if you guys can find this one that he corrupted, that might help. because somebody who knows what they're doing could maybe like uncorrupt it or something, or at least like I don't know, they might be able to like work backwards from there. But there might also be another option in like finding one of the other relics and hoping that that will help.
Well, we can only try our best.
Yeah, that's usually what we do.
Well,
He still has splatters of paint in his dreadlocks. Like everything else is cleaned up, but he can't get the paint out of his hair.
Tenon, you got a bit of yellow
Paint?
in your.
Yeah, I know. It exploded. Somebody had paint and it exploded all over me. Kid thought it was funny though.
Yeah. Listen, I've got a group of people that are actually waiting for me at the wolf, and I best not keep them waiting.
Yeah. Just let me know if there's something you need.
Well, I mean,
trying to help you guys out.
I know
you.
you've just gone back, and you're in a bit of an artistic situation. But would you like to join?
You know what? I kind of Sindle's not feeling great right now, so.
No, it's okay. Hey, it's all right. You've done a lot.
Yeah. And my other siblings are all busy right now, so I don't think
Oh, that's
I can really
fine.
send anybody with you. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Hey, look, well, I better get going, and
Yeah. Good luck. Oh, the guys. Before I forget, the guys that we talked to, the crazy guy with the books. Oh, his name is Morton. Morton. That was it.
Morton
he's
hears.
Yeah, he won't let you touch the books or anything, but he'll let you he'll talk to you about them at length. He's kind of nuts. But
And
if
where
you can
was
humor
this
him,
Morton?
you probably
Where
get
was
a
this
lot of.
Morton situated at?
Well, you hung out at the inn that we went to. That
Okay.
I need the voice in my head to remind me the name of.
The Black Goat.
Black Goat?
The Black Goat.
Yeah, it was Black Goat. Hey, I actually remembered something. It was Black Goat, and he hangs out there. And so does Aiden, the
bartender.
That's the bartender. He was kind of cute. And what was that dwarf guy? There was a dwarf guy. We paid him, and he took us on a tour and stuff too. What's his name?
Dallin.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talked to those guys. There were a couple other people that were kind of cool in there. I don't know. Some scary lady that Raph was not succeeding at hitting on. So, yeah.
Wait, Raph was hitting on people?
Raph.
My word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not a pretty sight.
I imagine so.
Alright, well, enjoy. I will see you guys later.
Have yourself a good night, Tenon.
Yeah, you too. Bye. I help him out the door.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Rise, are you heading back to the
Yes,
wolf?
gonna head back to the wolf.
Okay, upon your arrival back to the wolf, thank you, Madfish.
I'm gonna go have dinner. Have a good
Go
night.
enjoy. You find out that apparently Kithri felt sick and left.
Apparently,
Kithri felt sick and left.
Bollocks, that was our only halfling.
So you walk back in. What are you doing? You have the party's still assembled.
Alright, gather round. Karuk. Drinks for everyone that's at this table while we dive into this.
Okay, gives everyone an ale or their drink.
okay.
Whatever you're
Water
order.
Salt water, please.
He's at the bucket that says water only on it. He's just here.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Grunt holds up a hand and is tea.
He goes through and takes your individual orders and brings you what you want. We don't actually RP out everyone's favorite drink.
But milk, though.
But it's fun.
Pour me a
Anyway,
strawberry daiquiri right this fucking second, because Clay is thirsty.
Carrick just puts strawberries and writes daiquiri on ale. And writes it on an ale cup. And pours ale in it. And slides it to you. I don't do fancy drinks.
Clay nods at Carrick and with a very manly stare says, "That's why I love you." And drink one.
Alright, so. Take it away, Rise.
Okay, so here's what we're looking for. We're going to be heading to an island and in search of an artifact that will help my friend with her condition. Now, the party that went there, they ended up first going to a bar there called the Black Goat, where they met someone called Morton, who has a selection of books that could help us, with this task of what we're looking to find. Now, here is the difficult bit. The first party that went there, they tried looking for an entrance in, and there were many, there could have been tunnels that they were looking for. There was tunnels out by the cliffs, but one tunnel entrance that they found, unfortunately, it was small. And I'm talking small, so small that a halfling can't get into it. But unfortunately, this is where my friend, who ended up receiving visions from her god, this is where they believe the artifact will be. And
So
this
hold
is why
on.
we need to go.
You're basically telling me that you had this great plan to go and get a halfling to shoot through, and now you've lost the halfling, and you don't think the hole is big enough for her to fit anyway.
That was just one of the possibilities of the holes that we found. There could be others.
But you don't know.
No, I do not know.
Ren gestures over towards his raven. That would possibly be small enough to fit, because it's definitely smaller than a halfling, and I can see through its eyes.
That's actually a good point. That might be our ticket.
Also, insofar as you're mentioning of the regards of divination, I am actually myself capable of utilizing that same energy.
Good. That's really good. We're definitely gonna need that. It looks like we may have the key to getting in.
This is all on you. I don't need to do anything until you say it. Tell me either you're going on
So-
a boat or
Yep.
anything else. This is all you.
So, Mr. Clay, will you be joining us?
Someone get a big fucking pickaxe. Because I'm not ruining my sword, and if we have to move shit out of the way or make the hole bigger, then we're going to need.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you
Aquata raises her hand and says, I may be able to, if it's made out of stone, I can make it bigger.
Somebody still go get the pickaxe, because I'm still not ruining my nice sword, okay?
Again, make that 2.
There we go. Somebody get 2, because 2 of us will probably be able to make mincemeat out of a wall.
Sounds good. So, let us go get these pickaxes, finish our strawberry daiquiris, and head on this boat.
Alright, so who's buying the pickaxes?
I will. Clay will pay for it.
Okay.
Clay, you go out, you catch a merchant who's packing up his stall, ask for 2 pickaxes. He's very happy to give them to you. You get 2 for the price of 1 because he really didn't want to lug them back home.
Sweet.
Old gentleman, bones creaking. He's been at this a while. He's like, screw it, It's less fucking effort. And gives you the 2 pickaxes for the price of 1.
How much packing is he finished doing?
Most of his stuff is packing. They were
Cool.
just gonna throw them on top.
I pack the last few things for him,
Oh.
and then come back.
Yeah, he thanks you for it. Then heads off on his way home. The rest of you are meeting down by the docks. I would take it. That was the plan, right?
Yes. But that was basically what was said.
Okay. So, Rise, you and the rest are down by the docks. Clay's finished up packing. You're in the ports, so I mean, you need a boat. So you approach one of the captains, as you are the group's leader, right?
Man, let's hope it's not that captain.
No, you just find the human male has got a ship. His crew's kind of hanging around. They're just a couple of us. They're lightly drinking. They're not drunk by any means. They kind of probably just came in from a day of fishing, but they have a boat big enough to transport everyone.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yes.
You the captain here of this fine vessel?
I wouldn't call her fine, but she's a salty bitch.
Yes, well...
No, 8 points. The name of the ship is the Salty Bitch.
Well, perchance we could hire it. We need a chartered voyage to an island. May me and my party please hop on board your Salty Bitch?
Sure. Where are you going?
What was the island called?
You never got that information.
I know.
Tannen!
I'm gonna kill Rise.
Tannen is asleep now, because I already made my fish get on once.
Oh, what's the the island that's got the black goat in?
I don't know.
Bollocks. That's what I put together.
Clay is slowly clapping.
Grunt is sitting on a wall behind Clay, still drinking his tea.
So, do you run all the way back to the tavern?
Yes.
Rise sighs and runs all the way back to the tavern. The rest of you are standing there. The captain looks at you. You're paying us either way, so.
I offer Grunt some liquor. I've got a wineskin.
He does.
I imagine Aquata looks a little nervous.
Grunt actually shakes his head and he taps his side and he goes, war wounds. It doesn't.
He's allergic to liquor.
He nods. Just
when we rolled his character, it started off so awesome, and then everything went wrong.
I love
everything. He has liver damage, man. Liver damage. It went that
Alcohol's
wrong.
Literally poison. So, you burst back through, panting heavily, as you.
Crook.
Yes.
What was the name of the island?
He motions for you to come closer. And he sticks out his hand. I'm only doing this to teach you a lesson. 20 gold.
Acrobatics. Oh, I thought he was going to slap me.
No.
20 gold.
Yeah.
But we've known each other for so long. I live here.
30 gold.
Speaking of which, rent.
Shit. Fine. 30 gold.
The Sills Acapello. And he drops the coins.
What? Say that again?
The Sills Acapello.
Oh, thank goodness.
You should charge him every time you say it.
No! Don't do this to me, but don't do this to me, Josh. Don't do that to me.
So, do you run all the way back down?
Yes.
He runs back down. The captain looks to you.
Yes, the sales of Arcopado.
Okay. Get on board.
So, just before we start,
gold,
Rise,
by the way, for the
Rise is definitely at one level of exhaustion now, right?
No.
Oh, yeah. I have mobility. I am good.
So we're making Rise carry the pickaxes while we get on the ship then? Is that what we're doing?
No, you guys all get on the ship. And you set sail. I need to unarchive maps. So give me a second here. As restore and restore. So, it's about a 5-hour boat ride, as you guys are stuck in a boat together with nowhere to go. Eventually, you do come to, you see kind of a port, and then 2 ships pull up. Oh, what? Yes, Josh?
Sorry, can I sleep on the ship?
Taking a nap? Sure.
Yeah, fantastic, because I can't arrive to a one-shot if I'm not asleep on a boat.
Yes, exactly. Clay immediately nods off. As you guys arrive, Clay, you wake up and you're in a different place.
I wake up confused as to how I got here. Clay's developed narcolepsy.
So, you are kind of guided into this port.
That's ship-based narcolepsy.
Kind of, you're guided into this port as you dock, and you are basically on a port in the middle of this town. What you see generally is there's a long kind of port. There's a few guards scattered about. You see up on a raised hill, there's almost a fortress up top. And you see almost a wall kind of dividing the area that you're in and the rest of this main island of the archipelago.
Exploration is always great.
You all depart. Ren, you're a sailor, right? Sailor background, Ren?
Yes.
Okay, give me a history check, Ren.
Alrighty.
On a 12, you're looking around. You note the banners of quite a few pirate vessels in port. You see some trade ships as well, some that you have encountered over your time. You look around. That was for the ships. Give me another history check for the island as you've heard the name now. You don't remember much about this island. On a 10, sorry.
Ren goes ahead and, insofar as the ships that he could identify the banners of, he lets Rise know which ones he could identify and what little information he remembers about them.
It's a pretty big, vast kind of spanning knowledge. What he gives you, everything from ships. There's a naval ship in there, and then there is a few pirate ships as well. Kind of points them out all to you, Rise.
Pirates. He just looks over to Aquata, worried. Aquata.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
You broke up a lot.
Sorry, is it really bad?
Not for me.
Like
I didn't notice any.
I heard the end of Aquata's name.
Oh. Well, Aquata.
Yes.
Make sure to keep your features hidden here. Those ships over there, not friendly.
I'll try.
Alright, everyone?
She puts two of her webbed hands onto her face to try to hide her scales.
Alright, folks, this is where we need to be. Let's
Ren.
find this black goat inn.
Ren looks over towards Aquata and asks her if she'd like a little bit more assistance. Insofar as hiding scales.
What spell are you thinking of?
Disguise kit.
Oh, okay. Do you have your makeup done, Aquata? By the Tiefling Warlock. Couldn't hear you if you responded, Tree.
Oh, sorry. No, not really.
Alrighty.
She just has her hands over her scales, trying to hide them very poorly.
Ren offers over a lightweight silk sash.
She happily accepts it. She's like, thank you.
Alright, let's get exploring and find this place.
So, you guys are just looking around? Give me a well, are you looking around or you're asking people? That's the best. And who are you asking? What type of person are you asking?
Yeah, I'll let someone else jump in if they want to.
Clay just gets off, looks around.
Hey, no one needs to know about you getting off.
This is true, but he does it anyway, and you all watch. And then he gets off the boat, which is quite impressive, considering it's an inanimate fucking object. And then he decides to leave the ship. So he leaves the ship, and the ship feels really used, but it's fine. And he's going to go and find an NPC to talk to and probably kill for that little joke there, Seven. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to kill the first NPC with an axe. And that's because of you. So,
okay.
The blood is on your hands.
I am totally waiting for this one, Josh.
I'm kidding.
You
No,
are
he's
drastically outnumbered. And that boat is not... This is not the Green Knight quest. You can't buy your way out of this one with a boat.
I look for a bench to hide under.
Wander over and find someone to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for a guard, you're looking for a person, you're looking for, a shady person.
I don't know, because I have no idea really what's going on, because it's not been properly planned out, so I'm just going to go find a random person.
Alright, I'm going to roll for the quality of person you have.
Okay, you roll.
Because you really want a random person. So what, we have commoner, pirate,
Navy,
rogue, navy, guard. So D5. You get a guard.
Cool, I walk over to the nearest guard, mate.
Okay. He looks at you. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're here in town looking to sightsee. Apparently there was some big-ass cave that wasn't a cave.
Big-ass cave that wasn't a cave. Not on the main island.
Yeah.
And to go further,
how about this?
need...
How about we're looking for a hole? You seen any of those? Just a hole.
Yes, actually.
Probably in the
I
ground
know
or a
exactly
wall.
what you're looking. Okay, maybe you're not looking for what I thought you were for.
Oh no, I just sorted everything out. I'm fine.
Okay. There's none here where you're allowed to access. You would need to speak to the commander to get permission to access the rest of the archipelago.
Okay, and where is the commander?
Do you have an offering for him?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you head up to... Let me just make sure I have the name of the inn that you guys can access. You head up to the Stormy Frog, and he gives you directions. Well, you're easy to find. You're a lot different than everyone else, so we'll have a guard ready to meet you when the commander can see you with your offering.
He nods and says, just so you know, last time we were here, we brought an offering and it wasn't up to scratch. Like, could you give me any hints? Because I'm not sure. We brought a little money and a few other bits that, I don't want to talk about so much. But, I mean, is he in the mood for anything in particular? Should I push one in particular?
I will have the runner try and ascertain that information. I don't know if he'll be able to get you anything, but he'll try.
Appreciate it. You want a drink at the local tavern? He hands the guy like a silver piece and just says, you guys get a bad rep, being a town guard and all. I appreciate it. And then I turn back and look at the party and I'm like, this is called diplomacy. And this is coming from someone who is half an orc.
Grunt is laughing in the back when you said that.
Clay winks. Specifically at Grunt.
So, you guys make your way to the Stormy Frog. And, it's a rather large tavern. It's basically the building you see actually in front of you on the map. There's a clock tower with a frog that its arms move to tell the time. Stairs that kind of go into this large open tavern. There are a couple of these sky bridges across that kind of lead to extra rooms. As you figure, there's probably a good amount of people that stay at night at least. Unloading, trading. City is pretty busy. It's night, but you figure the city probably has a pretty good kick at night. As you enter, Ren, give me a perception check, as well as Rise based on your histories.
Alright. A history check. Wait, did you say history or perception here? I clicked it, why is it not?
Okay.
Is it coming up for you guys?
I got it.
For
So,
some reason it's not popping for me.
there's a second one. Rise, you note that there's a few shady individuals in the room on the 19. A few what you would consider rogues. Ren, you notice quite a few pirates in here. They pretty much seem by themselves. What would you be rolling for? They would be. Ren's a sailor, so he'd be able to pick out pirates better. And being a rogue himself, he kind of can get that. Most of the people here seem like they're not local.
Fair enough.
There's a few mercenaries kind of in the mix that seem like they're local.
Dev, I have an important question.
Sure.
Do I have any contacts here? Because Grunt does have contacts.
He does, but they wouldn't probably be here.
Okay.
If they're going to be anywhere, they're probably deeper in the island.
Okay. No harm in asking.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking at all. But your contacts wouldn't be out here unless they're meeting you. And with no advance warning, they can't meet you outside. Are you guys generally keeping to yourselves? Are you trying to mix? Just so I know if we have events that happened before, the guard will come.
So we're in, aren't we?
You guys are in the Stormy Frog. Sitting down, get a table.
Grunt will gesture to. There's a barmaid that walks around. Gesture to the barmaid and like, tea for me. Don't know what about the rest of these.
So Clay raises his hand, says he'll cover the tea, pays the barmaid a gold piece, and says, "A really big ale. And if you don't have a really big tankard, just bring 2, or a barrel, or a bowl, something."
Laughs. Oh, we have something for you. And he takes everyone else's order, and when he was ordering, goes back, brings you back a pot of tea, as he paid very well for it.
You tell me it's a keg with a sippy cup top.
No. What you didn't realize, Clay, is they have a challenge in this bar.
Oh yeah?
They have a large, it's probably about from like the floor to like just above Clay's belly button. It's shaped like a frog, and you drink out of its mouth. And it is filled with ale.
What is it?
Oh, please don't.
It's the Stormy Frog Challenge.
Okay.
It's full of ale, like you asked.
Okay, so this is my challenge. You're asking me to do a challenge. What do I win?
You get to keep the large frog cup if you win. And you get to pay for your ale.
He nods.
Are you
Sounds
attempting
good.
to do the challenge? I tell you that you drink it all, and you got to walk across the bar without falling.
Okay, and it is. I just say it's just ale, nothing else.
It's the most alcoholic ale we have.
Can I try a little first?
Sure. Take a sip.
I try some.
It's pretty potent.
Okay. Is it more potent than shit Clay's drunk in the past, knowing Clay?
It's a little less than the stuff you drank earlier today.
Okay, but it is quite a bit.
But
All right.
Yeah, it's a hearty dwarven kind of brew.
Let's do this.
All right, I need 6 Constitution saves.
Okay.
We'll go one by one.
So.
Get it, yeah.
It hits you pretty hard. You know, you're like, okay, but I'm expecting this. You're still even on rules.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, you powered through it like a champ.
17. Double nat 20s.
Not you've lowered the DC for the next one.
Okay.
Because it usually climbs, you've actually lowered it.
Okay. 23.
Still good. That's what, 3, 5? Okay.
5.
You said 6, right?
26.
There it is. Clay puts it down. You walk across. You stride across the bar. There's a big cheer. People raise their mugs to you. You have won yourself a comically oversized metal frog cup.
Sorry, I had to tell Beth, aka Aska, that he was proud. And he belches heroically.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And he smiles. He gives a short bow, and he's going to thank the barmaid, and he'll go over and pay for the ale anyway.
Okay.
And says thank you to the barman, and he comes back and he sits down. As I said, diplomacy.
Grunt actually gives me a golf clap.
Ren joins the golf clap.
I can't exactly fault his methods.
So, the messenger kind of walks in at this point and looks immediately. His eyes they switch between Grunt and Clay for a second. Then he's like, "No, it's that one," and walks over. Two eyes. And are you ready then?
Two eyes, giant metal frog.
Well, they didn't know about the giant metal frog at first.
Okay, so I nod to the guy who approaches and say, "You bring word about the offerings?"
He's kind of looking for a trophy of a kill, something big. That's what he's particularly looking for today. Otherwise, I would double up on the gold that you might offer.
How much gold?
Oh, the last group spent a few thousand gold getting in, as well as items and trinkets. He whispers, they drastically overpaid.
He looks to Rise. He raises an eyebrow. He puts one hand on the cup and draws it to him, making it clear that the cup is not an offering. The cup is his.
Wait, you're handing me the cup?
No, I'm making sure you know the cup is off limits.
I was gonna say.
And I look to you, and Clay looks to Rise and says, "So, tell us all about the next step in your plan. The offering, remember?" I look back to the guy who's like the runner, and I'm like, "Don't worry, he's got this sorted."
Yeah. So I'm looking for a guy called Darlin.
Darlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been down here since he's returned from Yedra. He's taken a few months off. He's deep in the islands.
I see. There goes our guide. You wouldn't happen to know anybody else that could take us? I'm assuming you know about this, as you said, the other party, where they were going.
What are the? I mean, I just know the last offering. I wasn't on duty.
I see.
Are you ready to meet the commander? He is waiting.
Yeah, let's not keep him waiting.
Yeah, so he kind of leads the party up this kind of, up through the streets and, up towards this wall, large gate, kind of opens up into a fort. As we have how many people that actually have levels of rogue? Just Rise, or does anyone else have any levels of rogue?
Have any levels in what?
Of rogue.
No.
Just Rise.
Rise, give me a perception check.
Will
As you're in
do.
this courtyard. Yeah, nothing really sticks out to you on a 12, sorry.
Oh, Rise, you shit.
As you guys are led in through a large, through kind of a waiting room, the doors open, you see guards lining the walls. There is a, kind of a gentleman sitting up on this. It's not really it's considered a throne, but it's not like what you would expect in a king's. It's more actually made out of stone. It's rougher. It's a seat of power. Don't get me wrong. As you guys all approach the bottom of the semicircle, one of the guards kind of steps out in front of you and says, please make your offering.
Clay just very calmly pushes Rise forward.
Bollocks, what I have to offer.
As the appointed party leader.
Oh, shut up.
Do you have a sheep's head or something?
Oh, not you as well. Not you as
Oh,
well.
that was great.
Can I have inspiration for that, Seth?
You can have a middle finger from me for that.
You will have inspiration on it, yes. You may take 1 DM inspiration as a D10 at this level. So you have a D10 inspiration.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry, that was good. He worked it in there nicely. He really did. You gotta give him credit. It was almost as good as the pack of sheep that you ran into.
I'm filing charge.
Slade, if we're making fun of you, you're one of us. That's how you know.
Oh, trust me. At first, oh, look who it is. The other sheep person.
So, you were pushed out in front by Clay.
Right, I'm going to make an offering. I'm going to offer him my other sword.
So, what sword is this that you are taking off your inventory?
So I'm taking off. So I have 2 swords on me. I've got my magic short sword, and then I've got my expensive long sword that was custom built. So I'm going to offer him the flame sword.
Lays down this flame sword. Does anyone else add anything to the tribute?
I'd give my dagger. I mean, my dagger.
You give a normal dagger. You put it out there. Okay.
Grunt leans over to
Thank you, Firefly.
Clay and whispers, "Are we just giving him random stuff?"
Clay will just sigh and say, he wants a trophy of a kill. I mean, the drow's pissing me off. He looks to ground.
Well, I mean, will anyone miss him? Then he goes, wait, no, hang on. He takes out this half keg of ale and puts it down, and he goes, something I took from a frost giant, and steps back.
Clay draws a longsword, and no, it's not my nice longsword that you gave me the other day. It's just his +1 longsword that he had. That this is replaced, and he puts that in the sort of on the pile and says, "She's probably in need of a whetstone. You carve through enough body parts, eventually she dulls a little. But you sharpen her up, she'll still sing true." And steps back.
Okay. Fallen, does Ren lay anything down?
Oh Lord, I'm looking at what little Ren has. Doesn't have anything from kills because he's never been in any one-shots that involved anything, so I'm guessing Ren will put out 50 gold points.
Okay. That will take us to... Wells, do you put down anything? Not hearing you for talking.
I think, yeah, he went AFK.
He had to bio break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or he just disconnected. Try again.
Back. You hear me?
Does Wells put anything down in tribute?
I put down 100 gold.
Okay.
I'm just gonna remove that from my character sheet.
The second you put something down, you remove from your character sheet. Aquata.
Yeah, see, the only thing she has that's worth anything is attached to her body.
Sorry, just real quick. Someone's had an accident outside my house. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And I'll...
So, Aquata.
I just pay double.
Sure, you put down 200 coins. Aquata.
No, I was gonna pay for Aquata.
Okay, you put down 200 coins. As everyone lays something down, the same guard looks to all of you. Is there anything else? Or is this your tribute? And we'll start at the top again. Rise is currently outside. Because accident. Grunt, do you put anything else down?
Grunt sighs and looks at it and goes, "This cut better be worth it," and puts down another 300 gold.
Okay. Looks then to Ren.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
To see if they're actually expecting more, or if this is just a matter of amusement or anything like that.
Who are you rolling insight on? The commander or the guy talking to you?
The commander.
All right.
I'm gonna roll insight as well.
When it's your turn, you can. Let me just get his modifier. I will whisper to you, Ren. Because he not won. But you are also not going to be able to share this with anyone else.
No worries.
Can I roll?
On your turn. And that's what you can gauge because he really hasn't given you much else. Like, he's just kind of looking at it. But because he not won, you get more than normal. So, do you do anything? We'll actually come to you at last. Clay.
Clay just shrugs. That's all he's given.
Okay. Yaha.
I'm going to put down 5 flat.
Okay. Rise is not back yet, so Wells.
Gonna roll insight.
On which gentleman?
The cap.
The commander or the guy talking to you?
The guy talking to me, just to see if it's a stick up.
Let's get change the modifier here. Roll insight.
Just trying to find it.
It's under I.
Insight. 14.
You can't get a read on him.
I'm just naturally suspicious of him. He might be.
So do you lay anything down?
Well, I already gave 100 gold.
Well, 200 total.
200, 100 for
Aquata.
So yeah, I'm not gonna lay anything more down. Now I'm gonna be wary of this because this may or may not be a stick up.
Aquata, do you lay anything else down?
I've returned.
No.
Okay.
She doesn't have anything worth laying down.
All right.
Other than what's attached to her body.
Okay. Rise, they asked if this you were sure. Grunt laid down some more, and so did Yaha. Ren has rolled insight. He has some sort of clue, but he is acting last because he has information that would allow everyone else to meta. So, do you lay anything extra down? They asked you if you are content with this tribute. Slade, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Sorry, how's that?
Yep, gotcha.
Yep.
So
Cool.
do you lay
Okay,
anything else extra?
I unfortunately don't have anything else. It's really I'm able to part with, so
You're laying down
I'm
no
going
coins and no
to.
nothing. Okay.
And I'm going to be going based off. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I'm going to offer.
Let me just whisper before you go to you, Ren. And remember what it is. So you know that you're in this Precarious, you're either just not close, dead on, or you're just over. You don't know which. But you're around minimum. And Ren has read that, so he knows.
Minimum?
So, what does Ren do? No one else can act?
Ren looks forward at everything that's been offered so far, looks up towards the commander, and smiles a knowing smile, and just sort of chuckles a little bit in the back of his throat. We offer you these offerings with all due respect, and while we know full well that your time and the assistances that you will be offering us are certainly worthwhile, we believe that this will be more than acceptable. And considering from one member of the Travelers of the Sea to another, I believe that you understand where I'm coming from.
Okay. On this, as you were the one that's spoken, and you were short, roll me persuasion. I will roll his wisdom save. And I will roll this out so you guys are all aware. He nods, everything is taken. So then you've paid for your audience. What is it you request? And who will I be addressing? Is it you? And he looks to Ren. Or is someone else speaking on behalf?
Let the party leader speak.
I
He's
represent
asking
everyone
Ren.
here.
Is if it's him he's speaking to, or he's going to defer to you?
Yeah, he said let the party leader speak.
That was I thought that wasn't Fallen's voice.
That was HG.
Yeah, Ren, what do you respond with?
Ren looks over towards Slade and
I
Rise.
get you on it. Okay, so he looks over at Rise.
Lets the commander know that Rise will be representing them insofar as the purpose of their coming and the assistances that they would seek during our stay on the archipelago.
Okay, so emotions for you to step forward, Rise.
Rise does so, and he'll remove his hood. Don't need to be too ready mysterious.
So, what is it exactly you request?
So, we are looking for an artifact. I'm
You are
not sure
the
if you...
first.
I assume then that you were the one that met the other party that came looking here?
Anyone that seeks access beyond the walls meets with me and pays tribute.
And that is what we have come here today to do. May we please have your permission to go beyond the wall to search for this artifact?
And how many of you exactly am I supposed to give access to my country? Are you the last? Or will there be another group that does not bring my symbol to access the walls?
We hope that we will be the last ones. But I cannot give you a definite answer. I will not lie to you.
Understand, the next group that comes and wastes my time by meeting me again will pay quadruple. You may let all of them know that.
I understand then.
He motions. He grabs a similar kind of disc-like symbol and hands it to you. Then you know where you're going then.
Unfortunately, we don't. The last group had a guide. His name was Darlin.
Not from my court. They probably met him at the Black Goat.
Yes, they did. Do you perhaps have anyone that could guide us?
To
we're looking for basically the tunnels that lead into the underground.
The only tunnels are the tunnels of this fort on this island. And you will not access our escape route. Of this
Not
main
even with a guided tour of guards?
Not at all. I can verify there is no artifact here in my escape tunnels.
Clay clears his throat and
Epi,
looks
you
to
know
the-
he's being honest. He's not even trying to hide it.
Clay looks to the guy, clears his throat, as if he's got something to say.
He looks to Rise if you're giving him permission to speak. It's your call, Slade.
Go ahead.
There's a clicking of his knuckles. He looks to the man and says, we are under the impression, or we are operating under the impression that there might be hidden catacombs or tunnels. Something that is not visible from the surface, and that is how it has remained hidden. We're looking to delve a little deeper, but from what we understand, it is not here. The tunnels he speaks of don't appear to be local. It is why we will proceed to the Black Goat and find ourselves a guide there.
Very well. Do you know how to get to the Black Goat? Or...
If you would be so gracious as to have somebody, one of your aides, provide us with direction, that would be most generous of you.
He motions to one of the men on the side. A similar runner, not the same one you had before. Kind of steps up, nods, stands behind all of you. He will take you to the canals that will ferry you to the island which houses the Black Goat.
He bows and says, your hospitality is most gracious.
He nods. Very well then. Is that all? And he looks back to Rise, as you are the voice of the party, elected.
So we are free to leave now?
You are. They will escort you through.
Thank you very much for your time.
He nods.
And he gives him a bow.
You are escorted back out into the central courtyard, and out through a different gate into a city. As you're walking through, Clay, and let's see who else would possibly pick this up without rolls. Let's see. I'll look at the party again. Clay, you for sure would get this. Grunt, I would say you as well. The rest of you, based on your background, not as much. You notice the younger boys from 7 to about 18, 7 to 17, primarily human civilization. All of their hairs are like heads are shaved, no hair. The men just older, 18, 19, starting with tattoos. Some of the older gentlemen, more and more, it's almost a very mercenary style culture. Very reminiscent of Sparta without the throwing the babies down the well because they were slightly deformed. You make your way down to the central caravan. There's a man who you hand them the medallion, right, Raz? The symbol you received?
Yes.
He motions you all on and asks where you're going.
To the Black Goat.
Oh, Lost Island, okay. And kind of pushes off. As you guys take it, you're going about a mile in total distance from where you are to the last one. It's kind of, it's not very rough seas. Clay attempts to take a 30-45 second nap so he can wake up at the end on a boat in a one shot. And, you see a number of different islands. Most of the ones closer, they're very close land bridges. The last island does not have a land bridge to it. Or, sorry, a stone bridge connecting the 2 points. You arrive on the shores. The boat guy says all the way to the top of the hill is the Black Goat. This island, kind of forested compared to the others. A lot of smaller style houses. A lot of like fishing shacks you would get. A lot of fishing boats on the side. As you guys make your way to this map, and you are at the Black Goat.
Hey.
This black goat is no joke. It's pretty black.
That's because you can't see what's inside.
It seems like a pretty small place.
Fog of War.
So,
Oh, that's a great name for a tavern.
you are standing outside.
So, Mr. Clay, after you.
I look to him and I'm just like, Clay's like, what, have you suddenly lost your balls?
No, but I'm guessing you want to do the drinking challenge in this bar as well?
Oh, you're right. I probably want to do the drinking challenge to hide my shame of traveling with a party led by somebody who has no plans. Clay,
I like this guy.
Let's play go already.
So, Clay, you open the door, number of individuals around. Bar is not like packed. It's everyone that you see in here is pretty, seems local. All seem like pretty much mercenaries, except for this individual. The names are up because I forgot to rehide them, but seems like that individual is the only one that's not necessarily a mercenary of sorts. The bartender's back here.
Okay.
Excuse me while I go seek him. Everyone stay around.
You guys
Well,
may
it's
place yourself where you're going.
Excuse me, ma'am.
That's a drow that you walk by.
Ren's blocking me.
Don't
Decide
like
where you're
drow.
going.
Try to
Decide
get
where
around.
you're going to set up as he's going to the bar. You guys can sit there next to anyone you'd like.
No, that's standing on the table, right?
That's fine.
Would that be standing on the table?
That's fine. So Rise, we'll start with you. We'll work our way down.
I'll be here.
So Rise, you walk up to the bartender. He nods. New on the island?
That I am. Tell me, what is your house special?
Ale.
Perfect. I will have one of those. Your
Hand
name's
you an ale.
Clay
Your name's
cries internally.
Your name's
I'm
Aiden,
just
isn't
staying.
it?
I'm just keeping an eye on the crowd, making sure no one tries to do anything naughty.
Okay, you're fine. Just relax. So
Don't worry, she's got a yaha.
So he says, "My name is Aiden." Yes.
Yeah. Kenan told me about you. Do you...
Drunk Moon
Not
Elf,
sure.
right?
That's the one. He said you may have a bit of information to help with what we're searching for.
They were very interested in the outhouses.
The outhouses.
Yeah. There's a hole that goes to them, and they drain out into the cliffside into the ocean.
Hmm. That is
They
exactly
wanted
what
to
I need.
watch me flush them last night.
So it is literally a procedure of you having to
Dump a
flush
bucket
us.
of water down a hole to clear the shit out, and it comes out a hole on the cliffs.
Oh, the party's not gonna like this. Well, I think I'm gonna have to have a couple ales before I get, as you said, shitted out.
He puts down another one. Another as well? You got 2 ales in front of you.
Just these two, I think will do me good.
Okay. Ren, what are you doing?
Ren would approach towards the table back here, look
With
towards
the-
the young lady and end up asking if she would mind if he joined her at her table.
By all means.
Ren goes ahead and takes the seat at the chair across from her. My name is Ren Stormraven. I am a traveler.
I am Nira Shield.
A pleasure to meet you, Nira.
Pleasure as well, Ren. What brings you here? A lot of odd faces.
We are on a journey trying to assist a friend of ours who has recently come to be bit by a feral werewolf.
Oh, you're with the Queen's Guard.
I suppose so.
Interesting gentleman. Met him last
Somebody
night.
you approve of them?
Well, I don't think we approve as well. It is interesting to share a ale with someone that you're generally on the opposite side of a fight with.
Eventually, everybody's on one side or another of a different fight.
I earned my nickname by killing his people.
I imagine that must be quite an impressive nickname.
Yes, the Butcher.
As Raven's sitting there saying that, his Raven familiar reaches into his pouch and pulls out the little butcher figurine from the fair and sets it on the table.
It's actually not of her.
No, I'm just saying it connected the word butcher.
She chuckles at the sight of it.
I'm sorry, that's not exactly appropriate, but it is slightly amusing.
Yes. So, what exactly are you all looking for?
We have come to try to see if we could be able to find the measure of the artifact that might possibly be able to cure the issue with our friend.
Interesting, but I mean, if you're looking for an artifact, why here?
We had previously come because this is where some of the other companions who were also investigating the same issues had come, and they had ended up meeting with a form of a stalemate.
You both can roll perceptions if you'd like. You are relatively close where if he's not trying to keep it hushed, you could hear pretty well. But roll me perceptions, Clay, and Grunt if you're trying to listen in.
Yeah.
So, an artifact wouldn't be here, though. I mean, any artifact that the mercenaries would come across would be in the vault for sale.
It might potentially have been a lost artifact. It could have been...
We find many things that are lost. To be fair, I'm not discounting your theory. I'm just stating what I'm aware because...
Oh, I'm not at all doubting that fact that anything might possibly be collected. It might have also been hidden on the island. We know that from all evidences and all information that we've been able to gather so far that it would appear that it might potentially be on the island at this time.
Clay, she's a dirty liar, but she's hot.
Luck point.
You losing luck? Okay.
Something has to move this along.
Hmm?
Phenomenal.
I'm gonna help.
Dirty liar.
I'll help.
You can't. You're too far away. You're more focused. There's nothing in between them. That's why they can hear. Ren, she seems like she's forthright. I mean, her talks, everything she say is reasonable, and she's not really avoiding any sort of conversation. She's answering your questions. You get that. I'll say this that way. She's a lot nicer because you flirted with her or tried to pick her up, and then you're also were wearing Queen's Guard armor. She was giving you a hard time, but she was also being honest with you last night. She answered your questions. We'll move to the next person next to someone. So Yaha, you are sitting at a table with a dwarf.
Wait, can you repeat that?
You're sitting at a table with a dwarf.
I just, politely give a small bow, and I say hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm well. I'm kind of new here.
You didn't need to tell me that. I know everyone on this island.
I hide behind a quota.
As you hide behind the quad, he just goes back to his beer. Okay. Aquata, you are sitting. This man is paying vivid attention to his book. He didn't even look up at you as you sat. He said, hello, hello. And, what would you like to do?
Alright. She just, in like a very sweet, low voice, says, "Excuse me."
He looks up her. Yes? Oh, you're different. And looks back to his book.
She says, I have some questions.
Sure.
There was a group that came here.
They want to read my
yesterday.
books. He looks back down.
They wouldn't.
They want to read them.
Oh.
I wouldn't let them. Looks back down.
Okay. She's like, I was wondering if you had any information that you gave them that you could give to us.
They had lots of questions, lots of books.
Did you have any answers for those questions?
I showed them some things.
Would you mind letting me know?
I showed them pictures.
Show them pictures.
Yes.
Can,
In my house.
oh. She just like kind of sits there awkwardly, like.
Showed them a picture.
She looks at Yaha.
I showed them a
She's
picture
like,
what they were looking
I
at.
don't know.
They wanted it. The item, not the book.
Yeah, just looks back, just as awkwardly.
Can I have Wells hobble over?
Nope. We are not done with the round one.
She says, can I see this picture?
You want to come to my house? See all the books? It's on a different island.
Oh.
Yeah, I just hold her hand.
Oh, what island?
The one that you passed. You passed 14 islands.
It broke up a little bit.
He says the one that you passed, but you passed 14, if you were counting.
She whispers in her ear, "Stranger danger."
Aquata's like, no, thank you.
Okay. He looks back at his book.
Wells did not, in character, tell we're outside.
So, are you just giving up, or are you going to talk to him more? Are we going to round 2? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'll go to the next person.
Alright, round 2. If you'd like to move yourself, now is the time to do so. Continue your
I'm
conversation,
moving
stay-
over.
Don't need to move it, just move your token.
Sev, what's this blacked out bit on the left?
It looks like there's a kitchen.
Cool.
There's also another door, like you would assume might be an office or something, but they're 2 doors, rooms that you're not. It's either a back room or something like that. And on the right is the upper floor. That's why it's all blacked out. It's a bunch of bedrooms. If you were watching last night.
I'm gonna go have a look over at the stage real quick. What's that on the stage? Oh, I'll get to my turn.
Yeah, I'll get you when you turn. So, starting at the top, we'll go back to Ren. Ren, you're having a nice conversation with Nera. Anything else to ask her?
Ren would begin with, well, Nira, have you happened to have been around this island for long?
I've been here for the last couple of weeks due to Stop messing with your token, please.
How?
Shut-
Someone moved it?
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Okay.
Says, since I've got returned, I've been using my fishing shack that's here.
You have a fishing check? Do you also have a boat?
A small one. There's nothing more than a row.
Nothing at all wrong with rowboats. Do you happen to, during the time that you've been present on the island, do you know of the tunnels involving the fortress?
On the main island, and she looks around and says, "You're trying to get any sort of information about the escape tunnels on the main island. You might lose your head."
I'm
And she looks concerned because of what you're asking. I'll give you that without an insight.
I'm just a curious type of person, and I had happened to have heard the commander on the main island mention the tunnel, so I was just curious on if you knew much of anything about them, how old they were, where they went, not specifics, but just in general, if you had a feel for those type of areas, if you'd ever yourself seen them.
She says, "With all due respect, I would rather keep my head."
It is definitely a good place for your head to be.
And we'll move on, because she's getting cold to you. Grunt, how are you doing in the corner? Enjoying? I think we might have lost an Epi. He might be sleeping.
Epi.
Oh,
Nero?
Sure.
No, he's not.
No. What investigation check on what?
Just on the room.
Sure.
Just to see it out, because they've been talking about tunnels and whatnot, and I'm kind of like... one sec, I have to do this first.
I gotta roll for the random NPCs that are not of note.
Yay, this one!
I mean, you don't see anyone take major note to it other than her.
No, I mean,
You're looking for tunnels here, like in this, like,
if
underneath
there-
your table or something?
not underneath the table, but like if any of the walls seem odd, or like any of the floors seem like there's something that can be lifted up.
I mean, not that from where you see, you don't see anything like that.
Okay.
So, that's Ren, that's Grunt. Clay, what were you looking at?
Is that a hatch on the stage?
It looks like one, but it actually isn't.
Okay, so is there nothing actually there?
There's
or
actually nothing there yet.
Okay, so that's just from the...
It's just
cool.
from the map, yeah.
Okay. That's... and in which case, I'm gonna walk over to the back door.
Okay.
I can't actually see where the back doors are.
I will.
Because of the
Slightly
black.
really.
It's just a sliver. Okay.
Those are the two back doors you see.
That's not me going in. That's me like standing there.
Yep, I got you.
Cool. Yeah.
Give me perception as you're there.
Yeah. $19.
You hear someone humming. You hear like water boiling. It would, without being able to see into the room, you probably think this is a kitchen.
Does Clay have a lot of eyes on him right now? Like, I know this is...
That dwarf is looking at you. I mean, you're right next to him. Morton is paying no attention to you. Outside of that, I mean, you are out of general kind of... a couple people are looking because you are different. You're they don't see too many donkeys.
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
But he's not used to it. But, I mean, there doesn't seem to be anyone that's like, grilling you, other than the dwarf is curious of what you're doing.
Cool. Clay just walks over, looks around, not like suspiciously, like sneaky, looks around, looks at the door, looks up and down as if he's trying to figure out what it is, and then he's going to try the door handle.
It's not even a door handle, it's a push door. Like it just kind of swings open.
And he will step inside.
You say, if you want food, you're supposed to order it at the bar. There's a very nice, human woman standing there.
He shakes his head and says, "Oh no, sorry, I'm looking for a bathroom.
Oh,
do you have somewhere?"
Go out. Go back out the door you came in. Follow the wall. The northern door. 50 feet past once you get outside, there are 2 outhouses there. There's a little bit of a breeze.
He smiles and looks over and says, "What are you cooking? It smells fantastic."
She goes, "Well, tonight it's roasted deer, and we have some potatoes that we are making mashed."
He says, "Roasted deer. How are you cooking it?"
She kind of brings you over to this door over here, Clay, the far left. You see a big old barbecue pit out there. They are actually slow roasting it outside.
He's just
there's 3 deer that are being slow roasted outside.
He pats himself down. He's like, "I tell you what, I have some. I'm hoping to be staying for dinner. Is there enough for, a couple of friends?"
Oh, of course. We always cook extra. I mean, worst case scenario, the pudgy dwarf out there will eat extra.
Clay laughs, pats his stomach, which is actually he's pretty ripped. But he pats his stomach and he says, I hear you on that. Listen, I don't want to impose myself. I feel bad enough just wandering around, but I'm a little not sure what to do, and a friend out there is sorting rooms, so, do you need any help around the kitchen?
I'm all set, thank you, though.
He says, okay.
You get that at this point, everything's just kind of getting ready for dinner.
Cool.
It's the easy part.
Okay, right. I'm going to attempt to walk through one of these 2 doors. I'm just going to roll a d2 for it. The ones on the top of the room. 2.
Okay.
And
so you're going that one?
Yeah.
It would help if I don't have the select tool, so I don't select your token. I actually hear there.
Huh.
You gotta see a food pantry closet. Excuse me. That's not the door.
He turns around. He's like, "You meant north out? Sorry, I'm getting mixed around. North outside the tavern, right?"
Yeah. Yes. Give me also a deception check.
Can I roll an investigation real quick? Because I'm just checking this place.
And you're also rolling deception.
Yeah, no, I'll roll investigation and deception. I'm gonna luck point to reroll.
This is your second luck of the day.
I know. Oh,
I'm just calling him. Yeah. For those that are not aware.
Oh my god! All my hard work is for nothing. I will take the 5 and roll a d10 for inspiration.
Okay.
I'm going to just fail.
Or you're gonna keep that for your deception.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that for my deception.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're using your luck point or no? Your last luck.
So that's a 14 deception.
It's going brilliantly.
Are you using your last luck or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Gonna.
She looks at you and goes, "Please don't re-enter my kitchen."
He holds up a hand and sort of goes a little red, and he's just like, I'm sorry, and he leaves. And we'll go find Grunt actually, if that's okay.
Yeah. She's not really watching you leave. She's just... She knows that you were up to something. She doesn't know what, but she knows you're up to something. You could gauge that easy off her. She's a NPC that rolled a flat d20. Without a picture. She's not very important. So, Aquata, Rise, and Yaha, you're all sitting across from a drow.
Well, what?
So you know how I had 2 ales?
Yes.
Gonna give it to this other drow. One of them.
Okay, you put one down in front of her, says, yes. She takes it, looks at it, investigates it. You are a drow. She is a drow.
There could be a random effect potion in use.
You'd have to roll sleight of hand.
No, don't be stupid.
So,
Not putting any of that.
she motions. You may sit.
I give a small
And
bow.
apparently the rest of you as well. Motions to the chairs.
I don't see many of my kind up here.
No. That's because there's not many of our kind up here.
Where did you come from?
I was a trophy.
You were a trophy?
Yes.
I'm Rise, by the way.
I'm Camilla.
So, Camilla, what do you know about artifacts?
That they're valuable.
And what about tunnels on this island?
That a group yesterday was very intrigued, apparently, by ones that were dug in the outhouse.
Oh, where are my manners? This is my friend Aquata, and this is Yaha.
She gives a small bow.
She nods to both of you.
Aquata gives her a smile.
You are very pretty. This is clearly compliment. This from her.
Thank you. So why are you three here? None of you are mercenaries per se, at least our kind.
Well, let's just to make a long story short. We're here for what the other group was here for.
They didn't tell me what they were here for.
They didn't?
They did not. No one trusted the drow.
Don't I know it? Well, we're looking for the tunnels.
Aquata looks very confused at this statement.
She motions to the door in the north. If you need to go to the bathroom, you can just say that. That's fine. But the tunnels that we pee in are right there, and they lead to the ocean. Really, I'm sure you could create the same effect at home and not have to journey to an island and pay tribute to watch water flow through a tunnel.
So you know nothing at all about where I could find an artifact on this island or underground tunnels?
I know you could find, if you're looking for an artifact in this chain, its most likely position would be in the vault.
In the what, sorry?
In the vault.
The vault. Okay. I'll just write that down in my notes.
So tell me, what do you do?
Whatever the contract calls for.
You're a
Mercenary.
person to hire?
We are all mercenaries. This entire island chain are
Can I
mercenaries.
You're gonna have to roll an inside, I think, on
By all
here.
means.
Can I do a quick look over to see just how much of a mercenary she is? Like, how good she is?
You wouldn't be able to really gauge that without seeing her fight, yeah, to be fair. She's being completely honest with you guys. This entire island chain is made up of mercenaries. Sans about like 30 people who just, like the crazy guy in the corner next to Wells that are like, they look books up and try and gauge values on things, but they are a mercenary culture.
You're for hire?
We all are for hire, really.
What's your price?
Well, what's the job?
I need help trying to get into these tunnels.
Do you know what the tunnels are?
We know where one of the entrances is.
Where?
It's a bit of a shit story. Basically, we gotta get flushed.
You want to go inside the outhouse tunnel?
I don't want to. I need to.
Just so you're aware, I am good with a sword and a bow. I don't do mining.
Wait, after she says bow, I say bow? Like crossbow?
I prefer longbow.
Oh, I just look slightly disappointed.
You would need the bartender's okay to dig up his outhouses.
I've spoken with Aiden. Him and I seem to be on the right page.
So you've asked to destroy his outhouses.
Not to destroy his outhouses. More or less to be flushed.
Roll me a deception. You did not ask to dig up his outhouses.
I said that.
You didn't say that you were going to dig up his outhouses. He told
No,
you
not to dig up. He said he'd flush. He said he'd dump water on me and
Yeah,
flush
but you're
it.
meaning something else. You want to dig up. Literally just told you you want to dig into the small tunnels.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to understand you're not going to fit. None of us are going to fit.
Just be glad that she kind of has a nat 20 or go home. Well then, if you have permission, if you find anything, and you wish to hire me to be a blade, I'll be here in my cabin by the shore.
Cabin by the shore.
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind.
At that, Aquata, do you have anything else to add?
No, she doesn't.
Okay. So, Morton looks to you, Wells, and, hello, and looks back to his book.
What? Whose turn is it?
It's yours.
Hello?
Hi. His eyes are transfixed. He's reading.
Our
as he
party's
was with
trying to
Aquata.
get in some...
So, go ahead.
Party's just trying to get in the caves. Going after artifacts, save one of our friends.
Okay. Why are you here then? Oh, you must need warriors. Okay. He looks back down in his book.
Need help and directions. Probably need to get flushed to, or somehow get down there.
Sounds
Somehow
unpleasant.
Well, ask the rest of my friends for better details. I'm not good at talking right, and I'm not in the mood to talk right now. I'm just not thinking straight.
Okay then. He looks back down in his book.
I missed everyone a lot.
Okay. So, you can move if you'd like. We go to round 3. Is anyone moving?
I'm gonna look to Grunt and say, check the other, check the door closer on the wall to the door, the main door. And he hooks his thumb around the corner. Clay is going to then. I want to move to that chair.
Yep. Anyone else moving tables, talking to someone different? What are you doing?
Ren looks over towards Clay and Grunt, almost wondering if either of them were wanting to try to strike up a conversation with Nira.
We're in between turns, right?
Yep, you can move. If you'd like.
Yeah.
Even I'm just gonna move over.
Yeah, just move
the
where you
bar.
like.
Yeah. How do I do a ping like that?
Just don't worry about it. You already moved. You're good. And is anyone else moving before we start the turn?
I was waiting to see if Clay or Grunt looked like they wanted to
Why
come
is
over towards
Yaha
this table.
rolling?
Hey, don't worry about it. That's not your job. What were you saying, Fallen?
I was just waiting to see if Clay or Grunt looked like they wanted to sit with Nira, and then if one of them looked like they did want to sit with her, Ren would excuse himself, saying he didn't want to make her uncomfortable with the conversation, and then he would have raised to go to move.
Okay. Clay, he's looking to you. Do you want to attempt to talk to this NPC, or are you going to stay where you are?
No, Clay's got another idea.
Okay. So, Ren, if you'd like to stay, or you can excuse yourself. I mean, either works. But no one will be taking your spot.
Ren will go ahead and remain polite with Nira and continue talking to her.
All right. So, starting at the top with the bartender. Wells, you walk over to the bar, and let's see. What can I get for you?
I get what?
What can I get for you? You're at my bar, and usually people want drinks or food. Food will be out shortly.
Do you have tea, by any chance?
Yeah, he goes and starts brewing a pot of tea for you.
How much?
It's a couple silver.
I'll give you, I'll give you gold.
Okay, he takes it.
Change. I'm just gonna have to remove that from character sheet. Just a sec.
Sev, real quick, can I overhear that on a 14? What was just said? Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Never mind. Can I retcon that and go outside to the outhouse? Because I've just realised something.
Sure, go
that
ahead.
he would have realised. Cool, I'm out.
Yeah, I just slightly took it.
201 gold today.
Okay, so he takes your gold and gives you your pot of tea.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other thing you're gonna bring up, Wells?
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, Ren, Nira's kind of iced up a little bit towards you at the last subject. But as your go up, you'd like to interact?
Ren raises his hands a little bit, not spellcasty, wavy, but he's sort of like, wait. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable whatsoever. I was just curious because I am not originally from this area, and it is in my nature through my blood. And he reaches up a hand, and for the first time since he's actually come to Penrith, he actually touches within the way his hair is swept back, and reveals the fact that he has the horns inside of the hair, where the hair actually kind of camouflages the horn. He's like, the way that I grew up was actually a method in which we were always looking for answers. And when I heard that the commander had mentioned the tunnels, I was just naturally curious. I don't mean to cause you any discomfort. Since you had mentioned before the vault, is there anything that you would be willing to tell me about that?
It's in the main fort. It's where anything we've collected for sale goes. That's general information. I can tell you about that.
Okay, what kinds of things in general would they end up finding at the vault and end up bringing there? Is it just anything random? Is it more black market goods, magic?
It would depend on what was sent as payment. Generally, we are well supplied in terms of weaponry. So anything we get from whatever jobs goes there, turned into coin, which feeds our families, takes care. We don't pay. I don't pay for my drinks here. The country itself does. We are all mercenaries.
It's most certainly fascinating. I hadn't quite heard of very many locations that operated on such a basis.
Generally keep to themselves for the most part, except for trade.
Would baubles that didn't particularly have an appearance of a large amount of value also be collected into the vault?
Everything is combed over extensively. If something didn't have any sort of value, it probably wouldn't even have come with us. Whoever hired us would have split it up amongst them.
That most certainly makes sense.
Melted
Is there any likelihood that someone such as me would ever be able to venture to the fort and see the vault?
Well, you've at least been to the fort. You met the commander, did you not?
Yes, we met the commander.
And that's where the vault is.
All right. Would it be likely that we would ever be able to, if we looked into it further, be able to see the vault and see the way that it operated?
If you had the coin, one or two of you might be allowed in with the commander himself.
Which certainly makes sense.
But you're talking A large amount of coin.
Yes, and with me being little more than a sailor, I wouldn't exactly have that means or methods of funding because I don't have the experiences of a mercenary to back any form of conflicts of interest. Insofar as this island itself, is there anywhere in particular that you would identify as an interesting location?
The most interesting location here to someone seeking anything would either be... and she kind of points over to Morton. His island, they have some books, but they're under guard for the most part, and if that was your fancy. However, I will give you something. Don't ask Morton to read his books. He tends to freak out slightly.
Only slightly?
It's an understatement. I'd rather not the headache tonight.
I certainly wouldn't want to cause you a headache.
The only other place would be where we train. It's different than most. Harsh. Unforgiving, but keeps us alive.
Certainly an ideal location in order to keep people alive. Do you all tend to, beyond your fishing shack and everything else, do you all live together in a general
No, we all have
stylized community?
Private residences. And, yeah, we all live
Which certainly
within
makes
the walls.
sense. All right, that's certainly interesting. Certainly ideal to be able to have privacy and be able to keep to yourself a little bit and keep your secrets. Secrets are certainly a ideal path to end up being able to follow.
Yes, generally. The method of half our contracts.
Which is certainly the preferred path of quite a majority of people within the world in which we live and the way that most governments end up operating.
Yes, indeed. So, I think at that point we'll transfer. Rise, you are technically the next highest person.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
So you are. This man is. You sat at his table. He briefly looked up. Hello, and looks back to his book.
So you would have to be the brilliant Martin, aren't you?
Not Martin. Nope. Martin.
Ah, come on. Tenon told me about you.
Tenon.
You know,
Looks up. Tenon.
blue face, dreadlocks.
Oh, the Moon Elf.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes. He wanted to read my books.
Did he?
Yeah.
But those are strictly prohibited, aren't they?
Those are my books.
But I heard you have some of the most exquisite books.
I have the best books. Well, except for the ones they sold on me.
Do you really have the best books?
You know it.
I don't believe it.
He looks up at you. Stares you in the eyes. You want to read my books, don't you?
No, I don't want to read them. I just heard you had an impressive collection, though.
Whole house full.
You gotta show. I don't believe you. No, without proof, I don't believe you.
You want to come see my house?
You got a house?
I might have some bonuses on
You want to
this.
see my house? It's on another island.
Sure then. I gotta see this impressive book
He
collection.
stands up. Okay, come on, let's go. He just heads out the door, reading his book.
Oh, I want to roll insight, because I feel like this might be a trap.
Okay, roll insight. He really wants to show you books.
Okay.
He loves showing off his collection.
I cracked the code. I'm off.
Would I be able to hear this too?
You guys see this man get up, he shouts, "Go see the books," and walks out the door, followed by
I'm
Rise.
coming along.
I immediately follow after hearing the word books.
I'm coming along. I am an offer. I need to see his collection.
So, okay, you guys are leaving. Anyone else following them?
I guess Ren will follow after bidding Nira a good evening.
Okay,
Is everyone coming along?
Yeah, Aquata comes because she does not feel safe.
Don't worry. I'm guarding you.
Okay, Grunt. Clay, you have no clue. Grunt, are you leaving Clay by himself? You guys have already left. You can't change.
Someone has to stay behind.
Epi? Epi, if you're talking, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, he's just reading.
Think. Grunt is going to stay here. You know, salty as fuck. Why the fuck should he walk around the place?
Okay. So, y'all leave. They're gonna have a couple turns with you guys not there, because you are literally taking another skiff to another island. So, Clay, what do you... I mean, I'm gonna go to you first, as you're out in the porta potty? Or general area? Where are you? Outside.
I may have told a slight fib about where I was going. Seven. I do.
Well, I need to... I just need... Where are you?
Yeah, no. You can see me. I'm around the back of the kitchen.
Okay.
On my far left. So I know there's a back door in the kitchen, and I know
Sure.
there's a fire pit. In which case,
You see that the deer are gone at this point.
fantastic. Okay, I'm going to wait until food is served, and when she takes food out to be served, I'm going to see if I can sneak in and check the other room over.
Okay. So, you kind of hear... Give me perception, because you're trying to listen for...
Yeah, that's fine. 17.
On a 17, the pot's not boiling anymore. You hear the kind of door swing as she puts out a hearty dwarf, food! And...
I would like to sneak in through the back door.
Okay.
No comment. Don't do it.
I'm
Don't
not
be
going
that
to.
guy.
So you go to push on the back door, and it's locked.
And she tells you no.
Cool.
Epi was
I'm
that guy.
going to... How big is this door?
It's a normal door.
Cool. In which case, I'm gonna try and jimmy it with a crowbar.
Okay.
Grunt.
So, give me a strength check with advantage, because it's a crowbar. A magic crowbar of door opening. Yeah.
Is it really a magic
Opens.
Cool.
With really ease, Clay. Like snap. You snap the locking mechanism.
Yeah. And I want to check the other door real quick.
Okay.
Is she in there? And
She's
is that
not
door
right now.
opposite open?
This door is closed again.
No. The door opposite, the one she would have had to leave through.
No, it's still swinging a little bit, kind of coming to that
cool.
rest.
I will step round and check that room there.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
$20.
You see a room.
Nothing in there?
Nope. I mean, it's spices and dry storage as well.
Sev, would it be safe to assume that Clay realizes that there's part of the wall that is covering something that isn't there? Because he's been sat around on the other side of that.
It's safe to assume that there's, whether it's, something there or just dead space, a beam, support beam. Not sure, but definitely the rooms don't add up.
Okay, cool. In which case, I want to step in, and I will... by the way, I haven't technically mentioned this, but he would have put the door to. I know the locking mechanism is broken, but
yeah.
And then he wants to step into this room, close this door as well quietly, and I want to see if I get a knife. What's this wall made of?
It seems like it's hardy, like wood, but like in terms of, it's not stone or metal or anything.
Okay, can he put a dagger through it? I'll give you a strength check.
Give me a straight strength check. Yeah, 'cause it's not like flimsy board, like it's wood.
16.
You kind of put a little bit. You see, like there's a space. When you pull it back, you see there's a small space. Cause you have dark vision. You can see that there is another wood. And give me a perception check. It's gonna be a disadvantage because of you haven't made a huge hole.
Okay. This is where I live now. 19.
This is where I grew up.
You see that there's like a handle on that other wall.
Oh fuck, is it in the other room? Motherfucker. Yes! Okay. On 19 perception, will I also hear if she's entered the room?
She has. You hear the door swing again.
I'm going to
She needs to make a roll because that door's fucked. You
It's
crowbarred
only
it.
mildly fucked. No, I broke the outside.
You never-
If you think about it, I would have broken the outside of the seal.
Yeah, but those are metal stones.
She never came to Grunt to see if he wanted food.
Because you didn't put an order at the bar. And she's got a whole tavern full of people to feed. She can't carry all the deer ever in one run, man. They have to keep going back and forth.
Would she be more focused on the food then?
She is.
Yeah, no, she's going
is.
back out. The problem is, is she going to notice
Is
the
she
door
gonna
on the
notice
way?
the door's screwed up? Same roll as before.
I need to check luck because I know I can impose things on other people as well, but I don't know if it's just for
For
attacks.
some reason it was not rolling for me. And it has been rolled. You do not know the result. Can you do it on a skill check?
No, I can't, unfortunately.
Okay. Give me a perception. Hear the door swing open quickly. She rolled a 16.
God fucking damn. I'm gonna step out and step over to the other room and see if I can get through that secret passageway.
Okay. You are effectively an initiative.
God fucking damn it.
She knows someone's broken in. And she can kind of figure out probably who. Not saying
Yeah.
you perceptively, but only one member of your party is now visible. Right? So there's a good chance it's one of you
God
guys.
damn you, all of you.
Turn
roll
order
me
popped
initiative.
up.
Only Clay, you have an advantage because it's just 23.
Yes, 23.
I need to do this. And turn.
Great job, Clay.
I've finally found the actual, well, possibly have found something of worth. I found a secret thing. Everyone else has found nothing so far. and has
Grunt,
been talking
roll
about getting
me
themselves
because
flushed.
you're gonna be seeing this happen. I'm gonna let you roll initiative. They are part of the way down to the dock at this point. I need to roll some D20 plus. He's got 3. I don't have sheets for all these people, so I'm rolling by hand. But I generally know their class and level, so I can. Well, the butcher has a 2 initiative. That's good.
That's good for Grunt. He knows he can run the fuck away.
For her, and then finally the ranger assassin. So, Clay, you are technically going to get there before the bar maid is able to alert Aiden.
Oh, fuck.
You're in there. You know it's there, so you have advantage.
Okay, what do I need?
It's going to be investigation to find the mechanism. It's not Thieves' Tools. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Or
no,
you can
cool.
pop a razor and just try and bash your way in. I mean,
That's plan B.
Well, they're in action. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
On an 18, you feel a kick, and you do find it.
Oh my god.
The DC was 17.
Fucking hell.
You see a hatch.
fucking... Can I lift the hatch?
I
Actually,
will-
wait, can I... Okay, right, you know what? I take it the hatch is closed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step into the room, and I'm gonna close both doors behind me.
Okay. And you had closed this one when you ran, right? The other one?
Yeah, I've closed every door I've gone through.
Okay.
And I know I can't technically do it, but I'm essentially readying an action for someone to come through the door, through either. I'm
Okay.
gonna have a great sword out.
Alright. So, you hear this clearly, Glurant. Someone's broke in! They broke the back door. And she points. Probably one with him.
Grunt just kind of like, the fuck?
Aiden comes from around the bar. He kind of pulls like a short sword out. And heads with her into the kitchen.
Grunt stays where he is. He knows not to get into a fight.
Camila comes over here, lays her sword down, and looks at you. You'll be staying put, sir. You can respond as a reaction.
Just to be sure, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yep.
Awesome. Grunt's gonna look at her and like, sure, I guess, but could you at least take your sword off the table? I mean,
She looks at you seriously.
he's got this look like
she looks at you and goes, it's better my sword's on the table than when the guards come, they just don't ask questions. At least it has been shown that you are cooperating.
I get that. He just
It's not pointed at you, it's just on the table in her hand. She pointed at you at all.
I know, but he places both of his hands where she can see them.
Okay. So Grunt has his hands on the table, you're not doing anything crazy, right? You're just sitting there?
He doesn't know entirely what's going on, so...
Okay. Nira, the Ranger Rogue, sprints out the front door, bow drawn. Arrows notched. Rushing down after the rest of them.
Oh god. I love how he's complaining.
Be quiet. Now your turn. Dallor runs in. I'll check out the back door. Just kind of... Clay, you feel the floor kind of wobble with each step.
Mm-hmm.
Big hardy dwarf. Looking around, looking for signs, outside. Nara stands on a 2 initiative. Stands up slowly. Pulls her great sword, puts it on her back. And Grant, I'm gonna say you can hear this, and I'm gonna make you roll perception. Fucking outsiders. And she slowly, with no haste at all, will double move, make it to about the door, going to support.
Grunt waggles his fingers at her.
Clay, no one has at least in 6 seconds made it in.
Okay. Clay is going to sigh deeply and see if he can. Great sword still in one hand. See if he can open the hatch.
Yeah, it's not locked.
Okay. Is
there?
there?
You cannot see the bottom, but there's a ladder. Give me a
What does it
free
smell?
investigation.
What does it smell like?
Like tunnel, like dirt, earth.
Okay, but it doesn't smell like bilges.
No.
$12.
It looks relatively freshly dug.
Compared to the rest of the tavern, I presume.
Yeah. Whatever used to be in here is not. It probably used to be a safe room. Hide coins. But now there's, the safe's not here, and there's a ladder that leads down into dark that you can't see the bottom of.
Okay, he's gonna ready in action to hit anyone who comes through the door. Through either. He'll close the.
I'll ask.
No,
I'll
not anyone. Not anyone.
Anyone
not
that comes
anyone,
through the secret door.
No,
Just
so,
making
no,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
So
about to
he's
say.
gonna close the hatch.
Okay.
And he's gonna stay here by the secret door. Basically, like, he won't immediately attack, but if they come through and immediately seem hostile or don't try and talk, he's gonna twat 'em.
Yeah. So, Aiden goes and opens this door, looks. The barmaid opens. That's why I asked. Wanted to make sure what door. The cook just kind of looks in here and goes, "He's not in here." Aiden looks through here, and walks out. The barmaid leaving the room as well. That is their turn as they looked in each room. That's why I wanted to know, because like, if it was from the first turn, you're about to kill the person with one hit point.
Yeah, oh no.
The one hit point cook. She's dead. You did say you were going to take out an NPC.
I did.
God damn it, Raph would be so pissed off.
Yeah,
I'm going to be pissed off too.
So, that is, Jamila just sits there with you and goes, have you seen prison lately?
Prison? Well, I suppose it's probably quite like being in the army, I take.
Army, the gentleman, then. Army gentleman, then.
Yes.
Okay. At this point, you guys are almost down to the docks, and you hear, like, everyone give me a perception check that's with Rise.
Everyone?
Including Rise?
Including Rise, yeah.
Yes, I am with Rise.
You're kind of always with Rise.
I am with Child, and he is Rise.
I see nothing.
Well, it's hear nothing. Yaha really hears nothing.
Or, yeah.
Let's see.
Aquata's too busy trying to make sure nobody sees her scales.
So Wells, Rise, and Ren, you hear
19.
whistling, and what seems to be an alarm going, like not like an actual alarm, but calls, like alarm calls going off.
Oh, what the hell's going on now?
Morton turns around and goes, I would assume that's for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can't see my books now. No, you're bad. You're bad, all of you.
What do you mean those are for us?
Rise, you turn around, and because you are a drow, you have the best job, but you see one of the, led by one, the bow's out, already trained on you guys, and you see quite a number of individuals coming out of their houses, armed.
Oh no.
God damn it!
This is our last chance of finding that artifact. I am not mucking it up now.
You know what? Let's tear through these guys.
Are you an idiot? I came here to look for an artifact, not kill people. Morton, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. I need your help. My friend is dying, and I need to find that artifact. I will pay you what you want, but I need the information.
Plus, it wasn't directly us did it. It's one of us, not all of us.
Rise,
What are
you
you
can give me a
talking about?
persuasion. You can give me a persuasion at disadvantage because he
Can
would
we
be
all make persuasion?
No, he is. 20. He just looks and goes, I don't have... What information?
I'm looking for an artifact. Apparently there are tunnels here that lead to an artifact. This artifact will save my friend.
And he's looking in there. You can give me an insight if you'd like. I don't know. And I die if I turn on people. I die. Give me an insight. He's not lying to you. He really doesn't know about tunnels. As much as he knows about the artifact is that you're looking for it. Because they sent it to him last night in his house. He knows the name of the artifact. And he has a picture of the artifact. But he doesn't know about any tunnels at all.
Morton, if I may.
No, that was the quick as she's getting down to you. You'll have a chance coming up here, but we have to go through the motions. And so you may want to cool your jets, because I will allow him to rip into you. I am keeping him at bay. So, Dalar exits. Looking out, you kind of hear him say, "Hey, no one out here! Go check the porta potties." And he wobbles his way up. All the way up. Nera, making her way slowly down to Olivia, says, as she finally gets up to you, you could kind of see her approaching at the end. Rise, you'd be first to see her. Just get the greatsword over her shoulder. She does not look pleased, and she makes her way down. Because the rest are still in different, and you guys aren't drawing weapons, we're gonna go back to Clay, and then when we come to Nera's, we'll come to you for that whole RP session, okay?
Right.
So Clay, no one has pushed through the secret door. You heard Dalar yell he's going to check the porta potties, and it seems the bartender and the cook are in the kitchen.
I'm refilling my drink.
So Clay, what are you doing?
Clay doesn't know everyone's gone.
He doesn't.
So
he's heard the entire bar. I mean, Clay would be able to draw this, that there is a chance that some of them had left because they said we're going after them. But he doesn't know that everyone's gone.
Yeah. In all fairness, he's going.
He figures the rest have been detained at least.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, what Clay's thinking to himself right now is he can't go down there alone because he has no idea what's down there, and it's probably bad. And he's one guy, and he has no one to watch his back at the moment. And so far, they haven't found that he's found their secret room, and there's no trace of the fact that he got into the secret room. So he's going to play the long game here and just wait. And hopefully the party will do something.
Okay. So that is Clay's turn. Clay, give me a perception here if you hear what's going on in here.
Okay.
Yep, because, I mean, you're here, but you're also training on that door. So some of your attention is drawn. At 11, still enough to hear enough where it sounds like a male voice, because you're unsure who's there. You know out of character who's there. Tells the cook, just go upstairs, go to your room, let the mercenaries handle it. And you, okay. And Grunt, you would see her exit. She looks very spooked, very afraid, and she heads upstairs. Eventually, Grunt, you would hear a door shutting above you. Camilla, and there is a few other individuals in the bar. It's not just you and her. Like, just kind of general run-of-the-mill mercenaries, very weak ones.
Dev.
Yes.
A murder most foul.
Right inside that, what type of fear? Is it fear, oh shit, someone's gonna die? Or fear, oh shit, I've been caught? Kind of fear.
You get inside it. Just roll your fumble thing first.
I know. God damn this curse.
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight. "23, she doesn't seem that she is at fault of anything. She's just, she lives behind these walls. And you gain from everything you've seen. There's probably been very few to raise an arm against them, especially here. And she's no warrior. She's like, I'm gonna be a fucking casualty if this ship blows up. I'm gonna fucking die. Fuck my life.
Yeah, no, okay. Fair enough. Not my turn yet, or is it my turn?
She's just sitting here and goes, looks at you and goes, why?
Why what?
Why would one of you break in?
Who's to say it's one of us?
Because we keep tracks on everyone. If it isn't one of you,
Then you have a security breach.
we will.
Or someone has defected or turned on you.
And the likely scenario is you and your friends.
Yeah, I'll give you the likely scenario, but at this point in time. One of my friends is missing, and I don't know why.
Which of your friends is missing?
I don't know. You're saying it's one of us. If it's one of us and
Very disparate.
everyone else is gone, I'm the only one left. And I'm sitting here, and that makes me one. And I'm fracking not the one who did it. So,
Grunt, at this point, the front door to the bar opens. There's a few more individuals. Well then, shall we start our march?
march to where?
We'll be bringing you before the commander.
So we have to go all the way back?
You do.
Great.
Yes.
Oh, just what I needed. Another long fucking boat ride. Sure, why not? I mean,
You only
what's
have to
the
take
worst?
one of them.
Hmm?
So Grunt, they hold their hands out for your weapons. They're treating. I mean, worst case scenario, you knew, but you actually didn't do anything. So
Yeah.
in their mind, hey, you didn't raise your blades. You've cooperated. Hand us your weapons, and we'll walk with you.
Grunt's actually going to hand over his weapons, and he goes, look at my weapons, they're blunted. I'm not here for a fight. And he hands them over.
Yeah, and they don't cuff you or anything, they walk with you towards the rest. As you are escorted, I'm just going to put you over here because you're not down there yet. With her and a couple, NPC guards down. At this point, Nira, Nara and Nira have arrived. And, the bows are trained, her greatsword's on her excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please be so kind as to lay your weapons on the ground?
Is this the
This is
just coming
Nira
down to
and
us?
Nara, yeah. Butcher and...
Can I
Black
respond?
You can, but she's asking you to lay your weapons on the ground. You can comply.
Ren holds out his staff and slowly lowers it to the ground. And he's like, Nira, I was just talking to you at the table. I don't know what ended up happening and why you guys are coming at us with weapons, but all of us left at the exact same time, all of us following Morton to go learn about his books. You had just told me about Morton and his books prior to me going to follow him.
Wait, did everyone come with us?
Yaha, do you lay down your crossbows and weapons?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to undress if I take everything off.
What weapon do you have that is physically attached to your body?
Well, nothing that's physically attached to me, but they're all in my bag.
You just have to take your bag off.
Okay, take off my bag.
And lay it down. That's fine. Rise, you lay down your weapons.
Yep. I'll take off the sword and daggers.
Yep, lay them down. Wells, you put down your weapons.
Fine, but I'm gonna pick them back up immediately after we get the situation over.
We'll see, she says.
If anyone tries to take them for good, oh boy, there's gonna be hell
Aquata,
today.
do you lay down your weapons?
Yeah, she has a mace and a trident that
Yeah,
she just
she
kind of
lays
puts
them
down.
Understand that someone in your group has likely attempted to break in. We say likely because we did not catch them in the act, but there's evidence of it.
Oh, for
We will be taking you back to the main island.
All of us were with Morton, though.
If you came with him, you're responsible for them.
Oh, hang on. I was in charge of him. Who was it that allegedly broke in?
Whichever one.
Okay.
And at this point, because we're in RP time, and we can put Clay on pause for this second, you guys see Grunt coming down, walking, and this is the one that was in the bar.
Grunt is literally scowling the entire walk. And
I know Grunt might be a bit of an ass, but I'm pretty sure he's not the one he wouldn't do breaking and entering.
Grunt looks at all of them, and his first words are, "Shut up, stop talking, you're going to get yourselves in trouble."
Hang on, Grunt. Come over here. So what actually happened?
I don't know. There was alarms, and then this. Now,
Which one? I think.
stop asking questions, stop talking. We are being taken to the commander. We have another fracking boat ride, but hey,
I
listen.
really want my weapons back.
You will have them if you're found innocent.
Listen,
These
Nira.
people seem very polite and reasonable.
Was it Nira?
There's Nero, who's the one on the left.
I'm
Nira,
saying this in RP.
Yeah.
It was Nira, wasn't it?
Nero. I am Nero.
Nero.
Nera.
Nira.
Nera. Nera.
Thank you. Listen, Nira. I need to stay.
Grunt looks at Rise.
She looks to you, and she's not unmoved by what your words are. I'm sorry, that is not my call.
Whose call is
Yeah,
it?
I just looks to
You will
Rise.
be returning to the commander.
The commander gave me permission to come over here.
He did
I
not
gave
give
him-
you permission to break into private property, did he?
It was not.
I.
And
It wasn't the main group. It was. If it was one of us, you're not. We don't support your actions.
And tells them to shut up.
We are
This
following our orders.
He growls it, and I will roll an intimidation check if I have to.
I'm part of. I've been in town guard before, you know.
And they look, you're not in our guard.
We are not being arrested. We are being escorted to the commander. When this is all sorted out, it will be fixed. But until then, I want you to fracking shut up.
A few, as you guys are down there, a few skips arrive, and you rise, Grunt. All of you get this. These are the men that are taking you to the commander. They are armored. They are ready. They are separated. There's 3 skips. They are separating you in pairs of 2. Ren and Yaha, you are on one boat. Your weapons are going on a separate boat from you altogether, by the way. Rise and Wells, you're on one boat. And Aquata and Grunt, you are on another boat. Camellia is 1. Nera is on 1. And
Swear to
Nera's
God,
on
I'm gonna murder Clay in his sleep for this.
Cool your shit. Last warning. So, you guys begin your boat rides. You're not cuffed, you're not, not tied up, nothing. Your weapons have just been taken from you. You are surrounded by guards.
Grunt sits down, puts his hands behind his head, kind of relaxes, enjoying the silence.
Clay, give me another perception check.
Okay. Give me a sec. Roll 20 is being super slow. Oh my god, any day now. Hasn't come through, has it?
Not yet. No. What did you roll? I usually take you. It will eventually come through.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not
still
even
saying.
rolling. Gotcha. There we go. I'll take the best roll, because why not? You hear, like, feet marching. It sounds like reinforcements have arrived to the tavern itself. Then you hear a slight... Not from the secret door, from the wall. Do you respond?
I hear a slight what?
You hear a slight knocking on the wall.
From which side?
From not where the secret door is, like where the kitchen wall is.
Clay. How long's it been?
It's only been
I
about
presume-
35, 30 seconds to a minute, maybe 2 at the most that you've been holding.
Yeah, but I mean, Sev, all of that RP has gone out. Has that been happening in time, or?
That's been happening as that's going on, yeah. I'm just,
Okay.
it's been a couple minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you've done something.
No. In which case, he will... He's pissed. He's going to tap once on the wall, but he's still got a great sword leveled at the secret door.
May as well come out.
I presume this is the barkeep.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the barkeep talk. I presume this is the barkeep.
Yes. That's what you're right in your presumption. It is the barkeeper.
He says, "What assurances do I have that you won't kill me?"
Well, that there's about 30 guards checking the upper floors right now. It's about the only insurance you're going to get.
You want to tell me if he steps through the secret door, he's really fucking ready?
Yeah, he's
for
kind
a
of
fight.
sat back against the wall. He knocked and moved away. He saw your weaponry. He's like, he probably can put that through the wall.
Yeah. He points to the, he gestures with his head back towards the secret passage. Don't know about any tunnels, eh? You want to tell me what that is?
That would be a basement. It just kind of gives you a wry grin.
15 insight.
You know he knows he's bullshitting you.
That's it. You got 30 guards upstairs. So I believe you on that. It's probably true.
Well, roughly, I mean, there may be a little less, a little more, to be fair.
I'm not crunching numbers. I'm telling you right now, I know you're full of shit. You know you're full of shit. Unless you want me to spill that shit all over the floor, you start talking fast. Because I guarantee you I can drop you before those fucking guards make it through the door. You value your life?
You guarantee that, do you?
Can I roll an intimidation?
Roll me an Arcana.
I am ready to rage.
Uh-huh, and he has a spell ready.
I know. But I'm above him in the initiative.
He's been holding.
So have I. Don't think you're gonna drop this on me. I am itching for a fight, mate.
Mm-hmm. You can't tell. He's like, I would take it that you came from Penrith, as the others did.
He nods.
Well then, he dispels his image. He does not look like he looks. Human, though. He says, should I reintroduce myself? The man whose facade you saw, he's dead down that hole. You may call me Lord Bracker as well. I believe you have my father.
Tell me about Lord Bracker, what I know.
Lord Bracker, generally, if you talk to Freya or Raph or someone, would be the one that has corrupted the relic and was spreading the plague. The vial itself made it through a teleportation circle. No one knew who was carrying it. It would just be assumed that the man that was attacked and hit by a hail of arrows is the one standing in front of you a few days ago. It would also assume that he has killed the actual Aiden Cyril, and he has been using this to do whatever he wants, whether it be hide away or whatever else he might be doing down in that tunnel.
Okay. Kai's conscious that the guards are upstairs.
They're upstairs, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh god. They're upstairs.
He also has something in his right hand.
which is
Give me a perception.
17.
Looks like a vial of alchemist fire, and there's a lot of flammable shit behind him.
It's a vial of alchemist fire and
A bunch of flammable shit. He's standing in the middle of the kitchen. Like there's flammable shit all behind him.
I know. I'm aware of how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Clay is going to give him sort of like, he's going to cock his head. He's going to start to step into the room.
Into the room, and he
Very-
just
very slowly.
holds it
Okay.
out.
He nods.
I'm willing to make a deal.
Make your deal.
You get my father. You get him on a ship. He goes, and you notice there's like a scroll behind him in the case. You bring him to that location, and I'll give you your toy. Do understand I will have friends with me. He was betrayed by one of yours, which is why he didn't make it here.
He nods. Okay. So this is the deal. You call off the guards. Right now. You make sure they don't come back in here. I walk out. You explain that the door's actually, looks like it's just snapped free from the wind or something. You make up any shit you need to. I am warning you right now. You think you've been crossed, you think your family knows suffering. I will give you a masterclass in that if you screw me on this. Because you think I'll be dropped by some alchemist fire, you've got another thing coming. I'll still have time to render your entrails all over this fucking kitchen.
Okay. You may make your intimidation. However, you are also saying if he calls out the guards, you are not harming this man. So if that is not the entire truth...
Say that again?
You can make your intimidation, because I know that's what you're going for. However, there is still a persuasion or deception part in this. So make your intimidation first.
I still get to do it at advantage because you've never taken that away from me. So, and he's human, and he's one of the few races that actually factors into this. Nat fucking 20, you beautiful motherfucker.
He generally knows if he was to stay here and fight you, he'd probably die. So I mean that really does make sense. But I need so if he calls up the guards, you will not harm him at all. Is that truth or not, Josh? Because that depends on whether it is a persuasion or deception.
It's going to be a deception. Because they're both the same modifier, so it doesn't matter either way.
It more matters whether you're planning to hurt him either way or not.
Yeah, I know, but honestly, they're the same modifier. If I can't convince him, he probably won't call off the guards, and I'm fucked. If I can't lie to him, he will definitely not call off the guards, and I'm fucked. Do you see my logic, or am I?
I get you, but that's what I'm saying. It depends because you don't know. Either
But
way,
I'm telling you, Clay is very much up for hurting this guy, but he doesn't want to die. In all honesty. Okay, still got one lock point.
So roll it.
I get to re-roll, and I get to choose which roll I take.
Correct.
Oh, fuck me.
I will make the roll, and then it will play out as it plays out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, just before you made the roll, Sev, this guy is the guy that has corrupted this artifact.
No, he's the son of him.
Sev?
He's the son of him.
If I may.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna engage Dark One's own luck to support Josh's character.
You cannot see him.
You can't see me.
It has to be visual range. And he's already luck pointed it. Sorry, but nice try. Situation, you're not like, a few thousand feet from him? Maybe.
Okay, I didn't know that there was a
there's a
immediate range.
legitimate distance with you not being able to know what's going on. So I will make the roll. And yeah, the nat 20 giveth, and nat 20 taketh away. He looks to you and he goes, guards, leave. And he gauges your reaction.
Clay doesn't budge a fucking inch. He's ready.
The guards come down. He's like, you may want to close that door. You hear them coming down because they have to come down the staircase.
Yeah, no, I know exactly how this is going to play out.
You'd be able to hear them coming towards you anyways.
Yeah, no, I know. But I
do you close the door? You know that one's probably going to ask why. It's
no,
standing.
I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna close the secret door. Everything's open. They can see in.
No, he's talking about the door with you. If the one guard comes in and sees you in there, they might ask questions. And if he's not a good liar, well, that's what I'm asking. Is Clay closing the door like he said you might want to close? No, he's not talking about the secret door. He's talking about the door between you and him. He's like, it's your choice. You're the man with the sword.
Yeah. He will close the door, and
okay.
Oh god damn.
You hear the door open. I don't know. Must have been a faulty lock. So should we get the others? Well, they're probably on the way to the commander. I'll find their friend and I'll send him along. How about that? We're gonna post one man outside. Well, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. Just in case he gets agitated, his friends are not here. And the guard says, "All right," and walks away. You realize he probably put his illusion back up as they're coming down.
Clay is going to open the door very, very carefully.
As this is going on, give me perception.
How am I going to hear?
You're going to hear something.
Yeah, I know. And it's going to be one of only a few things. 25, God.
You hear a vial shatter.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
You open the door. He is
I pop
gone.
a rage. You pop a rage,
and they slam the door open. As you know, he just set it on fire, and you're gonna get blamed for it. You look, you don't see him.
I'm out the door.
At this point, Doctor's like, and you see smoke. Are you okay? Your friends were...
And
I
look
stops.
over to him.
His hands on not. It's not his weapon, but you're raging barbarian and you have a greatsword out. Do you still have your greatsword out? He's a distance away from you. He's not moved on you.
This Dallo, yeah.
Yeah, Dallo.
Cool. He comes out. He looks around. I presume I don't see this guy. I presume he's gone. He's in the wind.
He went 500 feet straight down.
Yeah. Smart
he
man.
dimension doored.
Yeah, smart man. I'm going to sink my sword into the earth to make it clear. I'm going to get some distance from it, and then, I'm still clearly armed. I've got a sort of long sword on one hip. I've got an axe on my back, and I've got a fucking mining pick.
Yes,
but
two mining picks. Remember, two.
Yeah. No, I gave. Oh, I didn't mention, but I gave one to Grunt because Grunt was going to be using it, but. I wave him over urgently, coughing because I have just. Did I take any damage? Because I
mean it starts spreading, but not.
Okay, cool.
Not. I mean you're quick enough on your feet.
Yeah. Okay. I will try waving him over, coughing and stuff, and say, what's his name? What was the barman's name?
The barman?
Yeah.
Aiden.
I say Aiden.
What about him? What did you do?
Clay shakes his head. He gestures to the fact there is no blood on his blade. He shows that he's, the weapon he's drawn. He says, his father.
His father's been dead hundreds of years. Not 100 years, sorry. Been dead 30 years.
But the guy in there, the bartender, has just said fire. He gestures the fact because there's no way I can put alchemist fire out and all the flammable shit in there. So he points to the bar and says, "He's torched." Yeah, he torched his own bar. He's hiding something. There is a tunnel network underneath this tavern. I need to notify the raw authorities. I am surrendering to you. You need to take me into custody
says,
to
just
see
put
the
the rest of
commander.
your. He asks you.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna surrender. You notice he does have like a pistol on his hip. He is a gunslinger.
Yep.
Just put down your weapons. We'll walk. You're surrendering.
I looked him and like as I take off.
He looks at the bar. There's nothing. He's a fighter.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do. Yeah, I take out the sword. I put the sword on the floor. I've got my hand on my back to take the axe out. I look at him and say, "Is there anybody upstairs?"
Not that I'm aware of. Oh, where's the cook?
I take my axe. I look at him, and I say, "I have to go get her."
Come back out front door, okay? He's gonna go. He lets you take your axe. I mean, at this point, if you murder her, you're
dead
fucked anyways.
But I need something that can open doors.
Yeah, and if you don't go in there, she's fucked. So he's willing to take the risk.
Yeah. And
he's like, I'll grab the rest of them and I'll meet you up front.
Cool. I'm gonna just if the door's open, because the door don't shut anymore.
It's just kind of flapping.
How fast can I run through that building?
I'm gonna say you're gonna take some damage, but you're not gonna die from it. You make your way in. You know, the fire is raging. You know, it's kind of at the stairs as you make your way upstairs. You do a perception check to see how quick, because her life's in the line, not yours.
Yeah, I know. Oh, fuck.
It takes you like 30 seconds to finally hear the coughing. But again, it's a door that you can easily bust through. You're not worrying about trying to not leave a sign.
Yeah. I'm probably taking some degree of damage the entire time.
Oh yeah, you're taking damage the entire time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rage my way through. Yeah, rage my way through, and then is there a window upstairs?
Yeah, there's windows.
Cool. We're going.
Going out to the front window.
Can we get out through the front?
Yeah, you can go back down
to the front. Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, you landing for her to kind of not take the damage.
Yes.
She's coughing.
I'm gonna sucker this like a champ. Yeah.
When you come out, he goes, just put the axe down. The rest of your weapons are
the axe is next to him on the floor. Like he's just sits up the blow. He chucked the axe out first just so he didn't hurt her on the way down, and he surrenders.
He takes the axe, he wraps it. They're all wrapped up in like cloth and bundled almost. Just he's taking care of his weapons. He's a fighter, and you did a service. So the rest of you are kind of at this point sitting in a. We'll go back and change maps. This initiative no longer matters.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just changing this, and we will end up wrapping up what is here today.
Okay.
The rest of the party is kind of waiting. Outside, you're being held. None of you are cuffed. You are all just standing there and waiting. Kind of in a holding room. There are a number of guards. As eventually you guys kind of see the door open, the same one you came in. Clay, you are reunited with the rest of the party. He's blackened. He's kind of got a cough from smoke inhalation. And he's kind of sat down, and also not cuffed. Sat down next to the rest of you as you were in holding, and you'll have a little bit of time to talk amongst yourself. Guards listening, but before you were brought before the commander, if you guys want to discuss anything.
It's up to Clay.
Clay, what the hell were you doing?
Clay gives you the look of a man who will pull your arm off and beat you to death with it. He looks to Grunt.
I just glare at you in British.
Grunt kind of
fantastic. Grunt looks to he looks to Grunt and says, "What happened?"
Well,
I know they figured out I broke in.
well, they rounded us up, took our weapons, and brought us to meet the commander. They haven't taken us prisoner. He
Are
just...
any of you hurt?
Oh no, just the mental scarring from people trying to
Let's
get themselves killed.
Don't worry about it for now. Listen to me. The barman. He's a sorcerer or a wizard or a warlock, or he's a caster of some sort. And he's not who he says he is. Turns out this place belongs to someone else. Now, Sev, because it's 3 o'clock, it's gone 3:30 in the morning.
Yes, I know.
Walk me through this one last time, because I wasn't actually there for them.
You can put it through. Lord Bracker was the alchemist that they were sent off because he thought they might be working at Curious. He's a very renowned alchemist. They took him into custody because they found out through people that he was able to manipulate and corrupt this, creating this new strain of lycanthropy. That being said, the vial itself, the relic, escaped to the teleportation circle before they could destroy it. Being able to take the vial back when they finally tracked it down. Okay. That would be his son. His son arrived here. His son is a very well-known spellcaster of his own accord. He is not a low-level mage at all. He was able to kind of get in. You're not quite sure how or if anyone assisted him, but he was able to get to this island, relatively unknown, and was able to, during the night, kill the bartender. His corpse will be found by the guards in those tunnels, and assume his appearance, posing as him, trying to see if his father was going to be able to eventually get off that island and return here and get through. He was holding for his father, who at this point he knows has been captured and you guys are investigating, so you don't know what his next step is, what he's going to do now. You know, Josh, that he didn't teleport outside. He wasn't seen by guards, which would have given him away, being of arcane ability. He probably dimension doored into those caverns, and he's either destroying evidence or he is taking that relic and running. You don't know because you can't get down there. That's why he lit the bar on fire.
Yeah.
Can I keep the teapot?
No, there's no teapot.
I got tea.
Yeah, and you didn't take it with you. So,
damn it.
That is what you can put together.
Clay sort of repeats this. He regurgitates this information, leaving out very little detail, and then turns to the rest of the party and just says, "So, they round everybody up and took you out. Is anyone hurt?"
No.
Not that I know of.
No,
Gron kind of looks at them and goes,
Grunt's pride might be hurt.
He is talking me. He then looks back and goes, "We surrendered without fighting. We didn't want to cause death
or destruction.
If we started fighting for no reason, it would look bad on our part."
I managed to save the cook. In all of it, she was sent upstairs. She was caught when the guy set fire to the bar. Whole place is toast. He's brought it down to cover up the fact that there's a cavern in one of the back rooms. There's a
I no longer have any hard feelings for you, Clay.
Yeah,
Made the right choice.
Did I ask for your fucking opinion?
Grunts and looks at him and goes, "Whatever he's doing in that cavern right now, be it escaping, because if whatever was teleported here was teleported to a magic circle, he probably has one."
Which probably means that he has already made it away. So, we need to go back there with as many guards as they can spare, and we need to convince them that A, we didn't mean any harm. I haven't hurt any of the locals. All the mercenaries made it out to the best of my knowledge. I surrendered myself and I saved the only person who was in the building at the time when he set it on fire. But we have to convince them that the guy that they all think is the local barman isn't really who he says he is, and that I didn't torch the entire place. Because that's how this is going to look, and the longer it takes them to excavate the ruins, the longer it'll take them to find the caverns. So,
True.
we need a meeting.
Well, we're going to be meeting with the commander now in a moment. He's going to be very, very angry.
Clay nods. It's just like, yeah, I kind of torched the bar. I'm guessing that probably gets me parts from this land, or maybe my head taken off.
He looks over at the rest of the party and he goes, "Right."
I look to the guards. I'm like, head taken off if they don't believe me, or what?
All of your heads taken off.
Grunt.
He shakes his head and says, "I didn't tell any of them anything. You've just witnessed me tell all of them this. I'll put my head on the block, but only for," and he points to Grunt, "for that one."
Grunt waves at them before looking back at the rest of the party and
The
goes,
guard kind of just looks at you and says, "You came here together. You were responsible for one another."
Grunt looks at the rest of the party and says, "Right, when we go in to talk to the commander," he points at Wells, "You don't talk." He points at the cleric, "You don't talk." He points at Rice, "You talk."
So, at this point, the other doors open. You guys are kind of motioned in. The commander looks none too impressed right now. As you're brought before him, the guards are, there is a line of guards between you and him. As you're brought to the bottom of that circle. So, what exactly did you all do?
Clay sort of raises his hand to the best of his ability. I presume I've been manacled?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you're manacled.
Clay raises a hand, schoolyard style.
He motions to you.
I uncovered a cavern network that is hiding underneath the Black Goat. I am also probably about to be blamed for arson and breaking and entering, and I'm not sure what else. Would you let me explain my side before you condemn me?
And that is why we are talking.
Okay. The barman. Never met the man before, but he is not what he appears to be on the outside. I have another half and know people who can manipulate their skin, change how they look. I don't mean with, a kit or anything like that. I'm saying with magic. He himself has disguised himself as the barkeep, but underneath he's someone else. And that someone else has killed the real barkeeper. So he may gain access to the property that is on your land without telling you, and from what I understand, without telling any of the mercenaries who were present, because one of them arrested me and didn't immediately kill me to cover his tracks, and has decided to excavate a large section of underneath the bar. I don't know how deep it goes. I didn't get a chance to go down there because I broke in and they were alerted to my presence. After that, he revealed himself to me, which I have no witnesses to prove or back up, but that is the truth. And then he proceeded to drop a vial of alchemist fire to make sure that I couldn't follow him. I'm pretty sure he teleported downstairs. Seen it happen before. Not the kind of teleportation that dropped him outside. None of your guards saw him, so I can presume that he's down there right now burning all the evidence. But you said yourself there is no caverns. And if I am to take you at your word that this is not some kind of secret, well-kept secret that you have and isn't something you're already aware of, which means he has excavated without your permission, which means if you do find them, then I had reason. But I am still guilty of breaking and entering, and well, I was lucky enough to save the cook's life. She was upstairs when the building caught fire, but
As Tyler has told me.
He nods and says, I'm not trying to give you a token gesture here of saving one person's life to prove to you I'm innocent. I just did what I did because I'm not a bad person. And I did what I did, breaking and entering, because to be honest, we've had people here already. Good people. And they had a hunch about this place, and I trust my friends' hunches, so I came back against my better judgment. And maybe we didn't intentionally lie to you, you understand. We had no reason to suspect that it was there till we arrived and things didn't add up. But there is a room there that was hidden, and I'm not an idiot. So I managed to get into the room, found a secret trapdoor, opened it up, saw there was caverns beneath, and that's about when he called all the guards in, sent them out, and then set fire to the place. So that's how things were. None of the others have any idea what's going on. I mean, I've told them in front of your guards, so now they do.
One of the guards nods behind you.
Yeah. He says, I told them then, and I'm sure your guard there will testify to how absolutely oblivious they all were, and how, he points to Wells and says, probably can attest to the fact that I can clearly handle myself in a fight, and I could have beaten that man into a pulp if, he was just putting an act up. But I didn't, because I knew he didn't know anything about it, because none of them did, because I didn't tell anybody about my actions. So if you're going to condemn anyone, it really only needs to be me. But my recommendation would be you send as many men as you can to start excavating that ruin. You're looking for the north western wall. Right by the edge, you'll find just in the kitchen there is a tunnel. And if you don't find it, then do what you want with me. You'll do it anyway, but this way you protect your lands, your people, and maybe someone innocent doesn't die needlessly.
He nods and motions for you to step back in line. Anyone else have anything to say? Looks across the rest of you.
I point to Rise and say, if I may, this man here knows more about the reason we are here. He knows more about the individual that I mentioned that was hidden from view.
Lord Bracker and the Vial of the Vial of Hercene. The first party told me everything.
Well, there you have it.
Does anyone else have anything to say on the situation? Again, giving last chance to anyone that wants to speak. If they want to. I will go down. I'm going to go from the bottom up this time. Tree, does Aquata say anything?
No.
Does Wells say anything?
Nope.
Does Yaha say anything?
Nope.
Does Ren say anything?
Ren would acknowledge the fact that through speaking to him that Nira would be able to identify, because she's clearly had experience with other people, that she would be able to know whether or not a person like him was lying, and he would go forward and speak on behalf of Clay, because he had already spent time with Clay, had already been involved with other events involving Clay and everything else, and say, this man is a man that I would trust with my life. If he says that these events took place, I believe this man, I would support this man's word, and I might potentially have a method to be able to share what he himself witnessed with you or somebody else if you so chose.
He nods and motions for you to step back.
Ren steps back.
And he looks to Grunt.
Grunt just shrugs like, no.
Okay. And finally he looks to Rise.
Rise will step forward. Commander, I am the one that brought these people into your lands. I am their leader, and all I can do is apologize for the problems that have been caused.
He nods. As Rise steps back. Very well. If that is all, you will each spend at least a night in jail. If this tunnel does exist where the motionless clay says it does, then we will find it, and you will have your leave. If he is lying, you will all see the block tomorrow. And he kind of nods, and the guards kind of, motion for you guys to head back towards the fort.
So, in other words, we're continuing this campaign, this one shot tomorrow.
No, tomorrow at, we'll say 2 p.m. Eastern, your characters can return, because they're getting their ass thrown off the island. So, as you guys
got lucky there.
walk down, they do put you in. Clay, I know you're not keen on it, but they put you in a cell. They don't, no shackles, no nothing, but
Yeah.
you understand the circumstances.
Yeah, he does.
And, you guys are each, brought a meal. And, there's blankets in because it is cold. In a stone prison. But that is where we end this one shot. I figured we'd wrap it up, so I went 56 minutes later than I wanted to. So, at this point, we will say goodbye to Twitch. Bye, Twitch!
Twitchies!
So long, Twitch. Oh, and